Okay, it's giving me shit about Facebook.
Great. Yeah.
We're live. Okay. Hang on. All right, that was kind of a funny blooper, but here we go.
Oh my goodness, great work. Hey, how's it going, everybody? It's your boy Splash. As always, I'm joined with Jack. I got the direction right for like the 10th straight time. It's not that hard anymore. How's it going?
It's going well. It's going well. Today's been going well. We had a kind of a bit of a blooper, so.
Oh really? I didn't notice.
Yeah. if you're not watching us on Facebook, I apologize, but
I mean, if you are watching us on Facebook, you can't watch us because good job, Facebook. I don't know why. Is it because we had two things live at the same time?
Might be.
Interesting.
Might be.
Okay. Well, let's see if I can go live on. It looks like this broadcast was deleted on Facebook. Great work, everybody. Okay. And on Twitch?
Yeah, Twitch is saying it hasn't been deleted on Twitch, but it says they have.
Okay.
An issue.
Well, we have I don't want to say meaningless game of football today, but it could be meaningless. Well, I guess it can't be meaningless because either way, the Steelers either get eliminated from the playoffs or win and have a chance to make it in next week. But Browns have been eliminated from the playoffs by virtue of Denver losing and a variety of other events happening across the league on Sunday. So Browns at Steelers. In all likelihood, this is Ben Roethlisberger's final game at Heinz Field, unless barring some miracle, the Steelers make the playoffs and are not the 7th seed, which I do not believe is mathematically possible. I don't know. It could happen. Either way.
I've stopped trying to figure out the playoffs scenario a long time ago, but I just can't.
It's usually one of my favorite things to do, but it's Baltimore needs. Okay, here's what Baltimore needs. Baltimore needs Cleveland to lose once, beat Pittsburgh next week, Indianapolis to lose to Jacksonville, and the Raiders to beat the Chargers. I don't think any of those things are going to happen. Well, the Browns probably aren't going to win out, but I understand the Colts haven't won in Jacksonville since 2014. It doesn't matter. Jacksonville's a dumpster fire. You need the Raiders to beat the Chargers. Like, when's the last time you trusted the Raiders to do anything respectfully? And then,
yeah,
I don't know, man. This sucks. Usually I'd be all over the playoffs, all over the odds. I'd be making spreadsheets. It's like, yeah, if the Ravens beat the Bengals and the Dolphins beat they play the Bills. Yeah, if the Dolphins beat the Bills and this was for last year. And if the Titans beat whoever they need to beat and the Colts beat whoever, then things happen. Well, this year, I don't know. That doesn't feel that magic isn't there anymore. So it's probably just a bummer, but it happens. It happens to the best of us. We will be breaking down most of the Sunday slate tomorrow on the Sports Desk, and I will have a special surprise for the whole world tomorrow.
I think I have an idea of what it is.
Do you?
Bzzz.
Oh, maybe.
That's my guess.
Maybe.
That's my guess.
Maybe not. I don't know. I have to wake up early for it, which sucks, but it happens. It happens.
That'll be fun.
So Browns at Steelers. This game has been the spread of this game has moved wildly. Heading into the weekend, it was Browns -3.5. Like, they were pretty solid favorites at Pittsburgh. Like, Vegas says Pittsburgh sucks. The Browns are much better. And now it's swung all the way through 3, through even money. And the Steelers are favored. Depending on the place you go, they're favored by 1 on the ESPN broadcast. I've seen them as much as 2 or 3. So I don't know how. Maybe you're questioning the motivations of the Browns, but if you're a Browns player, why wouldn't you want to send Ben Roethlisberger out with a loss? Like,
if you're a Browns player, the Browns are playing. The way how intense this rivalry has seemed to get over the last few years, especially with the crazy stuff that happened. I think it was 2019 when you had Mason Rudolph.
Oh, the bonk?
Get bonked over the head.
Yeah, that was 2019.
Yeah. I mean, It doesn't matter. These teams hate each other. They're going to go crazy. I know.
Yeah.
Even
Sure.
if I was a Browns fan right now and my team just got knocked out, I would still be like, okay, screw it. We don't have any playoffs to worry about. Let's just make our rivals. Let's drag our rivals down with us. Let's make them feel just as bad as we do.
And this is absolutely how I'm feeling next week. That even it doesn't matter if the Colts are up 72-0 on the Jags. I want to pound the Steelers. I don't care that it hurts draft position. I don't care. I want to send this Big Ben doofus out with a loss and say, you're done. You didn't win a Super Bowl your last 13 years in the NFL. You didn't win a playoff game since 2016. You didn't win the division. You didn't end up on top. Well, I guess you're not ending up on top of the division anyways, but I want nothing more than the Steelers to lose tonight and lose on Sunday. Are they? Probably not. I know they're going to win this game, but it would be awfully ironic. I'm just saying, if Big Ben and Tomlin together, it's like, oh, they always have a winning record. They always have the winning season. They always go above 500. And then the last year they're together, they go 7-9-1. And I'm just saying, and they are a team that really benefited from the 17th game because they got to play Seattle and got to play Geno Smith, as opposed to my Ravens playing a loaded Rams team. So, congratulations, Steelers. You tied the Lions.
I tied the Lions, man. I don't.
You lost on a game-winning drive to the Chargers. You got swept by the Bungles. We did too.
We are seeing a pretty healthy crowd reception for Big Ben. He took the field for one last time just now.
Yeah, I do think it's hilarious how ESPN picks and chooses some of their stats. So they had a stat that he's like 24-2 all time against the Browns, right?
Mm-hmm.
And 12-0 at home. That doesn't include playoffs. Why? Oh, they lost to the Browns in the playoffs just 12 months ago. But then you have a stat later. Well, he has 256 career touchdowns at Heinz Field, including playoffs. Why do you include playoffs in that one, but you don't include playoffs on the 12-1 stat? I don't know. All I know is Big Ben has never beaten the Browns at Heinz Field in January, and the only time they played was a playoff game. So congratulations, ladies and gentlemen. I think I've turned my sass up to like 15 today.
Yeah, it might have something to do with yesterday, just a little bit.
I don't know. Even if we beat the Rams, I think we would still be, we would be 9-7 instead of 8-8. So I guess we would have a shot at the playoffs.
You have a bigger shot than you do now.
Well, that's true.
Obviously.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess at that point, I think we'd be good to go. Actually, I don't know. And I can't go back. I guess I could go back and check it, but oh well. We lost. It happens. Lamar Jackson clinched a winning record for his 4th straight year as a starter. That's cool, I guess. 7-5 right now. So cool. Great. So what are we thinking tonight? Browns, Steelers. Steelers are favorites now, probably because the Browns have nothing to play for. We got rocking with Dog Pound, or we are here we go.
I'm gonna go Steelers, and I think that
I'm even wearing my Cleveland Cavaliers stuff today.
This is true. Is true. I think the Steelers are probably going to be a little bit motivated to play well because this could be Ben's last home game. I think this game is going to be scrappy. I don't think this is going to be a very clean game. Like, we're going to see a lot of nonsense today.
Oh, but I'm prepared for the nonsense. Good old AFC North nonsense. I'm so ready for it.
AFC North games are always wild.
So I hate to spoil the game for you guys, but here's what's going to happen. Despite how much I'm rooting for the Browns, it just straight up isn't going to happen. The Steelers are going to win. They're going to have this feel-good story, and Tomlin's going to get this huge boost from every Steelers fan besides the smart ones. And it's like, yeah, the Steelers finish with an above 500 record yet again. Big Ben goes out on top. Yeah, they have a chance at the playoffs. Yeah, this. They're going to win this game. The Steelers will win this football game. And if they don't, well, they will. But if they don't, come back to about the 9:50 mark and clip me and tag me on social media and call me an idiot. But you will not be calling me an idiot because the Steelers will win this football game, and it probably won't be in doubt. It probably won't be some game-winning drive. I could see the Steelers winning, I don't know, 23-13 or something that's kind of like, okay, well, maybe it's competitive. No. I don't see this game being overtly competitive. And we do have... Hey, how's it going?
Been a while.
Yeah.
I know. I just got off of work. I wanted to say how's it going? Watch a little bit of the game.
Yeah, how's it going? It's been a while. You ditched us for the fantasy shows.
No, I had to flare my wings a little bit. You know, I couldn't.
Yeah.
Hold on one second. Let me get that little brightness in there. But
there you go.
Is that better?
Yeah, you're good.
Okay. Why is it not working loud though? What do you guys? What's your take on this game though? What do you guys think?
Steelers will win. They'll roll. And then later tonight, I actually posted a post on the app. And here was my parlay. Bengals money line against the Chiefs, Steelers money line against the Browns, and me to jump off a bridge. We are currently 1 out of 3, and I'm about 3 hours away from fulfilling part 2, and I'll need to find a bridge somewhere.
Where's the nearest bridge?
Hey Siri, where's the nearest? I have no idea. And yeah, that just activated my Siri. Okay, thank you, Siri.
Anyway,
not sponsored, by the way.
We are about to get underway. They're
Big
probably
Ben's
already
last
underway on your
hurrah,
screen,
huh?
but on my screen, they just kicked it off.
Okay, there's one more hurrah at M&T Bank Stadium next Sunday.
Oh yeah, the Ravens gonna send them off on a nice goodbye.
Oh man, I hope so. Man, it'd be really nice to see them lose and then lose again. Like that would just nothing would be better than that. If they
Sounds like a Ravens fan over here. I don't know. Huh?
That's even hurting our draft position. That's how much I want to send Pittsburgh out with the loss. And I don't want to get swept with Pittsburgh 2 years in a row.
That's completely fair, honestly.
And also, here's the thing. I don't know how many Steelers fans you guys know, but I know a lot of them, and they would love nothing more than for Ben Roethlisberger to retire with a undefeated record against Lamar Jackson. It doesn't matter how many games they play, whether it's 1 or 3 potentially, but if Lamar doesn't play on Sunday, they will take victory laps for the rest of Lamar Jackson's tenure. It doesn't matter. They will take victory laps over Lamar for the rest of human history. And I do not want that to happen. Do I want to prioritize Lamar's health? Kind of, but I also want Lamar Jackson to have a win over Ben Roethlisberger because according to Steelers fans and Bengals fans, injuries only count if they happen to the Steelers or the Bengals, right? So if your quarterback misses the season, you know, throw the season away, right? But if Lamar Jackson misses time or Tyler Huntley misses the game against the Bengals, oh, it's all in the Ravens suck. So yeah.
Tyler Huntley, though, has been a great Lamar Jackson 2.0. It's weird. Like he
doesn't bring
like
the same upside. That's the issue.
That's true. He brings the same swagger, though. That's what I like about like Harbaugh and Huntley and Lamar Jackson. Like that trio is like the same vibe. They're on the same page.
That's
and if
they are
even Tyler Huntley, if Huntley was to just upset Big Ben in his last hurrah, then I think Splash is running in circles around wherever he's at.
Now that would be awesome. Now that would be fun. Now I could say,
fun.
well, Tyler Huntley never lost to Big Ben. We lost to our backup. Or heaven forbid, Josh Johnson.
You can say is for a majority of the game, Tyler Huntley outplayed Matthew Stafford.
Well, to be fair, that was a pretty low bar, and Tyler Huntley didn't even play all that well.
It is a low bar. I'm going to be real. Compared to Big Ben.
I mean, he almost outplayed Aaron Rodgers 2 weeks ago in Green Bay.
He did. He's played two Super Bowl contenders really close. Lost to the Rams by 1, lost to the Packers by 2. I mean,
and if he doesn't fumble against the Browns, we probably beat the Browns. If he only has 1 of 2 fumbles.
What's Huntley's contract looking like right now?
He's an exclusive rights free agent, so he's technically going to be a free agent, but it's Baltimore is. There's no way he gets out of the building unless you overpay in a trade. And we're going to touch on this more. I'll probably do an individual show on Tyler Huntley at some point, but you have to acknowledge a couple things. First of all, he is high priority for Baltimore. I don't know if he's as high of a priority for other teams because of the way Baltimore is structured. And two, I think you need to look at how Huntley plays, and you need to take it with a grain of salt because of the system he's in and how the pieces around him are molded to Lamar Jackson, which by proxy means they are molded to Tyler Huntley. This is not a Joe Flacco switching to Lamar Jackson. This is Lamar Jackson switching to Lamar Jackson, Walmart version of Lamar Jackson. So
or a public version.
Yeah, you ask Mark Andrews, what is your responsibility when Lamar Jackson's on the field? Then you ask him, what's your responsibility when Tyler Huntley's on the field? You're getting the same answer. But if you go back to 2018 and you ask, hey, Mark, what's the difference between Flacco and Lamar? He probably has several reasons. He has different roles. He's going to run different routes. He's going to do a variety of different plays. He's going to do more or less run blocking than he would otherwise. He has a different role. There is a different kind of style of the offense. But with Huntley and Lamar, you are running the same offense. Every one of the team, all of the reps all season have been Lamar workable and Huntley workable. It's not 2018 switching halfway through the season, right?
That was atrocious.
So, yeah,
So if you're
Are
a
they
team,
calling
though,
a face
so-
mask on the guy who got stiff-armed?
maybe.
Oh, yeah, they are. He grabbed him in the face.
You.
That
So
was
if
a
you're an
deal.
NFL team like say the Steelers next year, do you go after Lamar Huntley or Huntley as much as you can? Like if you're a team and you see what he's done in the last little like handful of games, is that enough to go, okay, this guy looks like he's got talent. If we can provide him good weapons, a good offensive line, like a smart coach, can he flourish into a better quarterback than he already is? Or is it just due to the system that the Ravens can produce Josh Johnson, Tyler Huntley, Lamar Jackson, Joe Flacco, and whoever else?
That's a great question. I think it depends on the circumstance. Is Huntley a better quarterback than some starters around the league? Sure.
I think so.
I think he would start in Carolina. I think he would start in probably would start in Denver. Might
New
start maybe
Giants,
both
Giants.
New Yorks.
Yeah,
I don't- you're not giving up on-
on.
You're not gonna if you're the Jags or the Jets or
Jets,
You're going to keep
Lions.
you're gonna keep your guy.
You're going to keep Zach
Niners,
Wilson,
you're gonna keep
Trevor Lawrence.
Lance. Bears, you're gonna keep Fields.
But would you
They're
draft
done.
him over, or would you trade for him
Which
rather
is-
drafting, say, Pickett or someone else coming out of the draft?
Oh, that's I don't. If we get a first round pick for Huntley, I might take it.
Yeah, I would take that. For a backup QB, you get a first round pick,
'cause
I would take that.
I think I would be willing to, because other teams are going to have to overpay for Huntley because
Right.
he is so valuable to our existence. He is the most like Lamar Jackson quarterback in the NFL. Say what you will about Kyler, say what you will about Hurts, say what you will about other guys around the league that, oh, well, he's like a Lamar Jackson with a better arm with Kyler, or Lamar Jackson but with whatever Jalen Hurts offers. Tyler Huntley is like 90% of Lamar Jackson. And even
Just change the number, you wouldn't know the difference.
yeah, exactly. Like they are strikingly similar. When I watch on Game Pass, I have to remind myself, oh, hey, this was Huntley in the Browns game. Every other game, like I know who's starting, but there's like a Lamar part of the Browns game and a Huntley part of the Browns game. Like I have to think, oh, Huntley's starting, or in the Bills playoff game, oh, Huntley's in the game now. So I don't know. It's a lot of fun. I love how we have totally gone off the rails from a Browns Steelers stream, and we're just hypothesizing about the Ravens. But I guess to wrap up my point, Huntley is a value to the Ravens that I don't know if he's a value for other teams. And people that are saying, oh, well, Huntley is really, really, really good. I don't disagree with you, but you also have to acknowledge that part of that reason is because of the continuity of the offense as opposed to what it is with other teams. And like if you take, I don't know, Jalen Hurts and Gardner Minshew, those are two totally different quarterbacks. And you're going to have to like slightly adjust your strategy depending on which one you get. if that makes sense.
No,
So-
it is.
Antique says
Pizza says
Huntley,
Huntley
to the Panthers.
Panthers. That's interesting, honestly.
I see. He's probably better than he's okay. 100% better than Darnold.
He's
Better
better
than
than
Cam.
Darnold.
Better
Yeah.
than PJ Walker. But
Yep.
is he? I'm gonna compare it to the Kaepernick situation. Is he good enough to adjust your entire offense around him, or is your offense good enough to like malleable enough to say, "Hey, we're going to transition"? Right. As soon as Ozzie Newsome pulled the trigger on Lamar Jackson, the entire Ravens organization switched from like Flacco to Lamar. You can look at the people they drafted in 2018. You can look at the people they drafted in 2019. And you can, they made a fundamental shift in their decision making. They, like the three leading receivers on the 2018 Ravens, John Brown, Michael Crabtree, and Willie Snead, like three guys that were brought in for Flacco. Okay, two of them were gone immediately. Right, all of them were out of there, and the Ravens immediately drafted Marquise Brown and Miles Boykin. Marquise is okay. Miles Boykin sucks, but how do you drop that? But the point is, they were getting into that rebuild, that retool, that shift. How many teams in the NFL are capable of doing that? How many
None.
teams can spend a first-round pick, trade up for Lamar Jackson, have a good enough team to win with him, with maybe not the perfect pieces around him, and then be able to transition, like say, boom, 2019, we are a Lamar Jackson team and he's good enough to win MVP. Then 2020, boom, back to the playoffs. And 2021, it's a really good roster. You can say what you will about them going 8-8, about to be 8-9, but it's a really good roster. And it's really built for Lamar and Huntley to succeed. So that'll wrap us up on that one.
We should probably watch the game now.
Yeah, we should watch the game. So Pittsburgh opened with the ball, a couple completions, had to punt.
Oh, you cannot drop that if you're who's that? Austin Hooper? Yeah,
I believe that's Hooper. And then the Browns just punted it back to the Steelers. So we have missed a punting affair early on. Not quite as exciting as Rams Cardinals, and not quite as exciting as the last time we did this with Chiefs and Cardinals.
We did Chiefs Chargers.
Oh, you're right. Chiefs and
Chargers.
Chargers.
We are probably going to be doing the Chargers again. I would like to do the Sunday night game.
Yes, I would like to as well. I will say that I'm flying back to Arizona on the 10th, so I don't know if I don't know how early my flight is. So I don't know if I'm going to be available at like 10 or 11 o'clock if I'm getting
figure it out.
6 a.m. flight. But yes, we will figure it out. That's one of the only games that matters, unless it ends in a tie. Which, well, I guess if the Colts lose, then they could just end in a tie and both of them make the playoffs.
Stefan saying his connection died, so thanks to him for showing up. We should be getting.
Thank you, Stefan. Humongous shout out to Chris and Stefan. They hit the ground running week 3 or week 4 with the fantasy show, and they just balled out every Sunday, every Tuesday afternoon. They went and balled out. They got guests on. We don't even get guests. We've been around a full year. Is it tomorrow our 52nd show?
It is our 52nd show, but it hasn't been a full year. We did the math on that,
right.
I think. So
yeah, you're right. But we've been around a full year. We've gotten cool guests, but we haven't gotten any NFL players on our shows.
No, we need to work on that at some point.
Yeah, absolutely. But when we get the UHQ fired up, we're gonna get Mulad guests. So. Yeah, huge shout out to Chris and Stefan. You guys are absolutely brilliant with what you do with the fantasy shows week in and week out. I wish I had asked you and you had told me to start Jamar Chase yesterday.
Oh, man, Jamar Chase feasted.
I started Josh Allen over Joe Burrow, and I have 4 of the top 8 fantasy wide receivers this year.
What are you doing? You're causing me pain. I don't even play fantasy.
Here we go. I have Deontay Johnson, Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase, and friggin' someone else that's really, really awesome. Oh, Deebo Samuel. So I have 4 of the top 8 guys, and I had to choose the wrong one. Jamar Chase got 53 frigging points yesterday. He goes for 266 and not 1, not 2, but 3 touchdowns. And he's on my bench. And guess how many I'm down by? I'm down by like 40 points. If I had started Chase over Deontay Johnson, I would have won. If I had started Chase over Justin Jefferson, I'd be basically tied with Najee Harris and Deontay Johnson to go, and Chris Boswell. So I need this game to be. I need the
Deontay
Steelers
Johnson
to do something on offense. But since this is a fantasy freaking final, I'm going to lose because I know this godforsaken Pittsburgh Steelers offense is going to win like 7-0. So they're going to win and screw me over for a fantasy league with money on the line. I have a super team. I have Najee Harris, Jonathan Taylor, Josh Allen, and Joe Burrow, 4-star wide receivers.
I wish I cared about fantasy. I always like lose interest. Like even in the league that we were in this year, I have
too many teams, and it draws.
Even with only one team, though, like I just stop caring at some point, which is stupid because like I should care, but I just
I really like drafting, and then you like you have an injury here or there, and you have to start like Sammy Watkins, and you're just like, cool.
I had Aaron Rodgers and Matthew Stafford as my QBs, and I played.
Aaron Rodgers. Harris, congratulations on 1,000 rushing yards, buddy.
I played Rodgers week 1 when he sucked, and that was the week that Stafford balled out against Chicago, and ever since then it's just been complete downhill for Stafford, uphill for. Well, I won't say downhill, but I'll get into it tomorrow.
We didn't force a turnover for like a solid month, and then Stafford gives us 3 of them.
Pick 6. Deep ball intercepted in the triple coverage, and then he fumbles.
Shout out to Chuck Clark. Football is so annoying, man. And then
it is. Nice.
Yes, Teeksa is correct. I won fantasy baseball. You can eat my shorts there, Andrew. And all the people that complain about me spamming pictures, you do the same thing. And then I got 9 relievers on the final day and beat him out with the Giovanni Gallegos, the Cardinals closer. He got me it was Ryan Presley. Ryan Presley got me plus 10 on the final game of the season, and I beat Andrew. So good game,
Not
buddy.
bad.
Yeah,
Not
I got
bad.
$80 for that.
Jeez.
Yeah, it was an 80-30-10 split. I got first place.
Oh, that should have been picked.
Yeah. So
Denzel Ward, that was close to his hands, it looked like.
So if you're just joining us and you watched the full youth therapy with Glenn and I, thank you for watching that. I really loved watching that. So thank you for I loved producing that. I was downstairs talking to him for about an hour and a half yesterday. And it was just fascinating to dig into all these little nuances. So if you haven't checked that out, you can tune in after this. You can put it in your watch later on YouTube and continue watching us. It's an act of love, but it's also an act of hate. And lots of profanity. So if you're a big fan of profanity and you don't like our buttoned up show, and you like more totally off the rails, you'll love Glenn, because it goes just nuts. So
yeah, I'm sure a lot of people would love a good chance to just publicly dish on their team for I don't even know how long. So
yeah, actually, here's an idea. I haven't thrown this out there. What if we do a youth therapy session after each team loses in the playoffs?
So for after we lose, I can just ramble about how much we suck against the 49ers.
Yes.
Pretty much. If we even play them. I don't even know who we're going to play. Probably.
And we get another punt. Woo. Shout outs to punters.
I just realized I'm not live. I don't know how that happens, but I'm not live. So
what do you mean you're not live?
We'll fix that. My stream for the game.
Oh, okay.
My Hulu was behind.
Okay. So yeah, we just punted.
I mean,
I know
but
you're a little bit behind, but
yeah, I just watched the punt.
Yeah, just punted. Okay. So if you are interested in talking about your team after their bum selves get eliminated from the playoffs, please hit me up or hit Jack up or hit Frankie, Nick, Stefan, hit any of us up, and we will happily put you on a show, and you can tell us why your team sucks balls, right? You can tell us. I'm down. I might do one Monday. Well, I'll be in Arizona. I had to do a post-game freaking show after the Vegas game. I was in so much pain week 1. Oh,
Man. I wanted to
Although-
go live with you after the Rams-Ravens game. I don't know what you were doing, but
I was just moping.
I would have been doing the same thing. Like, even if we lost, I probably wanted to go live because, like, of how close it got at the end.
Okay, here's a stat for you. There have been 8 one-point losses in the NFL this season. 3 of them have occurred to the Ravens. No other teams happened twice. Yeah.
We're like we're on like totally opposite ends of the spectrum right now. It's ridiculous. I do feel bad for Baltimore.
I would love to have an X
say.
next to my name. I would love to have an X next to my name on NFL.com and ESPN.com and all these stupid godforsaken websites. I'd love to have a Z. Shout out to the
you just
teams
gave me
that
an
clinch
idea.
division.
You just gave me an idea.
Hey, at least I don't have to put an E yet. At least I don't have to put an E.
That's true.
Yet.
That's true.
I should put an IR.
IR, yeah, that would work.
Ugh.
Like the plus sign, the plus emoji,
or like hash or a splash
cross,
O,
whatever it's
like
called.
out. No, it's IR. It has to be IR because half of our bloody team is on IR. I can't tell you how much this team annoys me with all the injuries. Here we go. Splash. There we go. Teeks, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. We do have.
This is true.
Yeah, we do have 3 different quarterbacks that have had a 70 passing grade in a game.
I never once saw that game as a throwaway. Like if it's like, oh, we're gonna just walk in and destroy them. Like Lamar's.
Oh, you should have seen Rams fans on Twitter. You should have seen. Oh my goodness, they wanted to blow the doors off Baltimore.
You know why they did?
Because we dunked on you at your home stadium on Monday Night Football 2 years ago.
That is
Nicholas
exactly why.
Chubb, and he turns Mink into a blender. Yeah, I can totally understand why you wanted to do that. Glad it didn't happen.
Yeah,
Guys,
I mean, I wish we could have, but it is what it is.
That would have been bad.
It is what it is. At the end of the day, I just wanted the W, and it took us an entire half to score more points than we did in that game, which was 1 touchdown because we scored 6 points in that game. I'm about to watch Chubb just put somebody in a blender.
Yes, 45-6. I remember well. We got a Jackson 5. Hollywood scored twice in Hollywood.
I stopped watching the game early.
Oh, I was at a friend's house. I had great lasagna. Shout out to Jacob.
I think this was
I woke his
before.
daughter up. That was funny.
I think this was before I tweeted Monday night games. And oh boy, am I glad because I would have been like, this is torture. Make me stop now, please.
Yep. Yep. Oh man, that was such a nice game.
I knew it was coming too, because geez, my audio just flipped.
45-6. I miss being able to run the football. Although we did have a solid run game last night. We ran for what 150, 160 against you guys. I miss Lamar Jackson. I miss Gus Edwards. I miss J.K. Dobbins.
I hate what my headset's doing. Like now my audio's in mostly one ear. I don't know why.
I hate when that happens. Did you try like the plug on the bottom?
Yeah.
Or, I don't know if it's on the bottom, but
it's on the bottom. Yeah.
Did you try plugging it back in again? We have a 3rd and down for the Browns. They are in Stiller territory inside the 35. So in field goal range for most kickers, but not for the Cleveland Browns because they're the Cleveland Browns. And they jumped. Did you know that the Tennessee Titans and Jacksonville Jaguars have won the division more recently than the Browns have?
That's funny.
Yes.
The Browns are just the Browns, though.
Yeah, the Browns.
Browns are gonna Brown.
The Browns are the Browns. Hashtag Juju Smith-Schuster. I hate trying to have faith in the Browns as like a Browns adjacent fan. Like I'm obviously not a Browns fan because I'm a Ravens fan, but like as a Cavs fan and supporter of a Cleveland sports team, I hate watching the Browns because every one of their brother knows they're the most talented team in the division, in theory. Of
Mhm.
course, it didn't plan
I had
out
them
like
winning
that.
the division this year. I really
Yeah,
did.
and that's a logical opinion. Like it was, to me, it was logical if you had the Browns winning, the Ravens winning, or even the Steelers winning. And if you gave an argument about the Steelers, I would listen to you. I would think you're an idiot, but I would listen to you. And with the Bengals,
God, that's such a big drop back, Baker, and then he throws it to nobody.
and the Bengals were weird. I get it. Congratulations on winning the division. They're going for it. Let's see it.
Fourth
I mean,
down
I
at
don't
7.
I don't hate it.
I mean, on that third down play, Baker just dropped back way too much.
See, if
And
you're
then
going for it on 4th and
threw it to him.
7,
No, it
I would have
wasn't
just run the ball on 3rd and 7. And I think
Let's see this.
oh man. I don't have an issue with going for it, but I think teams across the league need to understand if you're going for it on 4th down, you need to treat it like you're going for it on 4th down, right? So if it's a 3rd and short, then you can take a shot in 3rd and short, and then if you don't get it, you have a 4th and 1 or a 4th and 2 to convert. But if you're in a 3rd and 7 and you have any thought of going for it on 4th down, if you get there, run the ball, or call it a conservative play and get closer and make it a 4th and 3 instead of a 4th and 7. So that's one issue that I have with these teams. I generally like going for it. Like I am a supporter of what the Chargers do, going for it a lot. I like what the Ravens do when they go for it. When you put the ball in Lamar's hands or you put the ball in Huntley's hands, you put the ball in your best player's hands. And if they get 2 yards, great. If they don't, okay, then that's a risk you live with, right? That's why the Ravens lost 2 games, 2 of their 3 games by 1 point, because they put the ball in their best player's hands and threw it to their second best player and said, all right, we are going to live and die by our best players. And I think that's what good teams do. Good teams.
I'm gonna put you on a solo screen for a minute. I'll be right back.
All right. I think that's what good teams do. And yeah, so here we are, 4th and 7, the Browns, incomplete pass, big swat by future, I guess, again, first team All-Pro. I would vote him first team All-Pro, Cam Hayward. He's been magnificent this season. Huge play on 4th and 7. So there is a definite risk to going for it there because it's not a guarantee that you score. You could probably get a field goal if you convert on 4th and 7. But if you don't, you give the ball to the Steelers like on the 39-yard line, on the 40-yard line. So you give them advanced field position and you essentially give them a free set of downs, right? As opposed to starting from the 20 or 25, you let them start closer to midfield. You start them at the 40. And now they have to go, 30 yards to get into field goal range and 60 yards to score a touchdown, as opposed to 40 yards to get into field goal range and 75 yards to score a touchdown. So I get some criticism, some pushback there, but one, the Browns don't have anything to play for today in terms of playoff seeding. 2, it's not a bad decision. I would have just called a run play on 3rd and 7. And Tiksa, if Madden has taught me anything, it's that you should always go for it on 4th. It's generally the right decision. There are some, if it's 4th and 25, don't go for it. But really anything under 4th and 5, unless you're deep in your own territory, I think most people would say, yeah, go for it. 4th and inches, 4th and 1, always go for it, no matter where you are on the field. 4th and 2, 4th and 3, maybe kick, maybe go for it, maybe punt. 4th and 4 and beyond, it really depends on your offense, right? If you have, if it's 4th and 4 for the Ravens and they have Josh Johnson, I don't think they're going for it. But if they have Lamar or Huntley, maybe you do go for it. So I think aggressiveness and that whether it's going for 2 when you don't need to, I swear we're going to have a long chat about the Falcons tomorrow afternoon.
Oh boy. Yeah. The Falcons.
I have money riding on the Falcons. I have real life dollars riding on those bums. I don't know if I mentioned this, but preseason, Panthers fan Alec and I made a bet. If the Panthers scored more points than the Falcons, I owed him $10. If the Falcons scored more points than the Panthers, he owed me $10.
I'm gonna say this. I looked at, and this has nothing to do with what you're talking about though, but it does have to do with the Falcons.
Fair.
because I need the Saints to win because if we beat the 49ers and the Saints win, then the 49ers are out. And when I found out that they were playing this, oh, hold on, deep ball from Big Ben. That was your boy, Deontay Johnson. No flag.
I don't get points for flags. But regardless, so
anyway, my point is when I found out the
go
Saints
ahead.
were playing when I found out the Saints were playing the Falcons, I was like, yes, because oh my god, the Falcons are just,
as I've said,
the
last 5 weeks, the Falcons are the worst ever team that's like whatever their record is, whether it's 6-8, 7-8, 7-9, they're the worst ever.
The
And
Saints
yes, I'm
have
aware the
some
Ravens
of their
are the
own
worst
problems.
8-8 team ever.
The Saints are not like a perfect team, but the Falcons, come on.
They did push against the Bills.
They did
in the snow. That's tough, and they should have covered. But Matt Ryan, okay, this was Red Zone didn't explain it properly, but this is what happened. So the Falcons had a short touchdown run by Matt Ryan, and then he spun the ball in the defensive back's face. So it was a taunting penalty. Not an issue if it's a touchdown, right? All you got to do is kick the extra point from instead of it being like a 32-yard extra point, it's a 47-yard.
I've seen this before.
And then his knees down inside the one.
So not only is that touchdown taken away, but the taunting penalty doesn't go anywhere. So now they're backed up.
Yep. So
Emmanuel
I run down
Sanders
inside the
Rams
one
in 2018 on the Broncos.
A run down to the one. Just kidding. It's back to the 16. And of course, those stupid idiots can't score. So it ends up being, it pushes at 14. And as of right now, the Falcons have scored 6 more points than the Panthers have this season. 6. So I need the Bucs to shut the living daylights out of the Panthers, because I don't think the Falcons are going to hold up their end of the bargain. This could get bad. I think it could be like a 35-5. That'd be pretty fun if they scored 5 points. I would
5 points, but that would be pretty likely scoregami, honestly.
Yeah, probably. Did you know that there were 2 goofy scores yesterday, but neither of them were scoregami?
I knew that one of the games had a goofy score at one point. I forget which one.
50-10, Jacksonville, New England, and then 51-29, Detroit and Seattle. Neither of those are scoregami.
Seattle I was
51
upset
points.
that there were like unfortunately we did have some crashing going on the app last night or yesterday, because I was trying to make a take about how the Seahawks would have put up 50 at halftime. I was like, they're gonna break 50, and that would have hit like no tomorrow. So
football is weird. The Patriots have scored 50 points twice. The Seahawks scored 50 points.
I don't think we've put up a 50 burger yet. I doubt we have.
Have any other teams?
Unless it was against New York. I know we did in 2017. We scored 51 on them.
We scored.
But that was a while ago.
We scored 59 against Miami to open the season a couple years ago. And this year we scored bloody 10.
Let me see. The most points.
Sammy Watkins.
The most points we put up this season was 38, but that's against the Texans. So
and the Cowboys dropped 56 on the Washington Fighting Teammates.
They did. Another big ball.
Yeah, sorry, Teeks. Why did you start him against the Lions? You know, you have our Lord and Savior, Amon-Ra St. Brown. Yeah, I'm going to look up all the 50 burgers this year. I have a trivia question for you, Jack.
Oh, God.
There's one quarterback in the history of the NFL that has thrown for 400 yards, 4 touchdowns, and 0 interceptions in back-to-back games. Name him.
Tom Brady.
No. Hint, he is on an active streak of doing this.
He's on an active streak of doing this. Is it Joe Burrow?
It is Joe Burrow.
Okay.
And I have one more question. Name the only quarterback in NFL history to have back-to-back 6 passing touchdown games.
I'm trying to think. I know that Mitch Trubisky had a 6 passing touchdown game at one point.
He did? I don't remember this.
And this was 2018. He threw for 6. I forget which game.
I have no recollection of this game.
I've
Wow.
stumped you in a different way. Who's the QB? I don't know.
Ben Roethlisberger. He did it in 2014 against the Colts and then the Ravens.
That was almost picked.
Yes. So 50-point games. Dallas at 56. Patriots at 54. Seahawks at 51. Patriots at 50. So, yeah, there's that. A couple 48s. Chargers scored 47. A couple 45s. The most the Ravens have scored, I believe, is 38. 36.
September 30th, 2018, Mitch Trubisky threw for 6 touchdowns against the Bucks. But this was pre-Tom Brady Bucks.
Wow. I have zero recollection of that. Wow.
Anywho, so both teams have gone for it on 4th down and failed. You had a 4th and 7 attempt from the...
Wait, did they just go for it? Or
they just went for it on 4th down.
Well, yeah, did they not convert?
No. It got tipped. It should have been picked off, but it got dropped.
Oh, okay. I thought that was a 3rd and 10 play. My apologies.
No, that was 4th and 5.
Okay. So that makes more sense than going for it on 4th 10.
We're a little all over the place today, but we'll try and zero in on this game a little bit.
Okay, so we are 2 seconds left in the first quarter. It's 0-0, so rest in peace the over. I don't know what the over was. Probably dipped when the Browns lost their chance of making the playoffs. But wild. Absolutely wild. And TJ Watt, if he was the real defensive player of the year, would have picked that off. I'm just saying, if he was the real defensive player of the year, that ball is in the end zone. I think we all know 1 for 7 start for Baker Mayfield. I think we all know who the defensive player of the year should be, but I don't trust the media. There it goes. Oh, there's a flag. Probably a hold.
The over-under was apparently 43.
Okay.
I don't think we're gonna hit the over.
Probably not. Unless we get some stupid, like a pick 6 or something.
Yeah, just some nonsense happens. Oh, TJ Watt.
So I have a TJ Watt take. I think he's had better years in the past. This year he just has more sack luck, so people think he's better.
Yeah, you got to look at everything. It's like this is like him with sacks in a way is kind of like what we're looking at with JC Jackson, or not JC Jackson, what's his name? Trayvon Diggs. Sorry. Trayvon Diggs when it comes to interceptions, because like he has 11 interceptions this year and people are calling him CB1, but when he's not picking the ball off, he's getting burned left and right. He's allowed, I think,
over 1,000 over 1,000 yards in coverage.
He has 11 picks this year, but he has allowed over 11,000 yards in coverage. That's like when Jameis Winston in 2019 30 touchdowns, 30 interceptions. It's like I don't know what to make of players like that. I really don't. Like obviously they're doing something right, but they're also doing something really wrong.
Absolutely. It's one like with say Marcus Peters, right? Marcus Peters is a very volatile player, and he's going to allow some touchdowns. He's going to allow some yards, but he's going to intercept some passes and return them for 6. But he didn't allow 1,000 yards in a season.
No.
To me, there's a difference. And I understand that he has a good passer rating allowed, but you have to understand what passer rating takes into consideration, because with interceptions, this is why passer rating allowed is different from like quarterback passer rating, is that if you aren't targeted on a play, you can still get an interception on a tip. This is why, say, if you go on PFF, right, you'll have guys that have 0 targets allowed, but they'll have an interception. Sometimes it's because they weren't targeted and they get it off a tip or whatever happens, and they are just the beneficiary of an interception. Sometimes it's a legit, like they run the route for the receiver and it's a really nice interception. It happens. You know, it happens. But
yeah.
It's just weird. And I get it. Trayvon Diggs has been awesome, and he has taken the ball away at an incredible rate, and he has put points on the board for the Dallas Cowboys. He is not a perfect player, and he's not the best cornerback in the NFL because
Jalen Ramsey exists.
AJ Terrell this season.
Hmm.
AJ Terrell has been a monster.
He
I would
has,
put both
he
of them
has,
in
he
my
has.
All-Pro team though. And then see my like All-Pro is a tiny bit different from what the real All-Pro team is, but that's okay. But I would pick Terrell, Ramsey, and Darius Slay as my
Slay has
three.
had a pretty solid year too. He's kind of come
Yeah.
back a little bit. Hearing a lot more of his big play Slay.
And we have another punt. We should have a punting podcast.
Oh my goodness. But yeah, we need to have a punting podcast and get Johnny Hecker to host it.
Oh, that'd be cool.
That'd be cool. He's pretty active on like Twitter, so
Yeah, maybe that'd be fun. 7 players all time with 60,000 passing yards. Oh, and 2 Super Bowls. Oh, okay. Yes, I get Ben Roethlisberger's won 2 Super Bowls, but you know how old I was when he won that second one? I was 7. I'm about to graduate from college. Yes, there is value in the Super Bowls. I get it, but it's been 13 years. Like we are 2 decades removed. Like why didn't you win a Super Bowl? Tomlin, same thing. Why didn't you win a Super Bowl in 13 years? You were consistently the best team in the AFC North. Vegas told me, everyone and their brother told me, oh, yeah, the Steelers are always going to be better than the Ravens. Okay, then why weren't you? Why, in a 10-year span, did the Ravens go to as many Super Bowls as you and win the same number of division titles as you?
Tomlin
I'm waiting.
I just don't know like what to make of this guy. Like the Steelers have not done anything significant in the playoffs as of late. But yet we always talk about how this guy never loses or has a losing season.
Tell me why, since the Steelers won the Super Bowl, tell me why the Steelers have 5 division titles despite having a Hall of Fame quarterback the entire time. The Bengals had a whole rebuild and have 4 division titles, and the Ravens switched quarterbacks halfway through and also have 4.
I'm gonna leave that one up to Steelers fans. You guys tell me, because I got nothing.
Oh man, it does frustrate me.
If I do have to give Mike Tomlin credit for something, it's dealing with Antonio Brown for as long as he did. Because
I think part of that is like what's the word I'm looking for? Like an enabling thing. Like he enabled some of it to happen, and like say Bill Belichick wasn't having any of his nonsense, so he's out of town. But I don't know. It's just strange. Like I get there's value in never finishing below 500 if you're Tomlin. I get it, and that's cool. Congratulations.
Speaking of AB, it looks like he's at the Nets game tonight.
Oh,
so that's fun.
I think I've like grown more fond of Antonio Brown over the last 24 hours. Like he is so fascinating. Like I think he is like, if there's anything that's ever made me want to buy a Steelers jersey, it's like Antonio Brown in the last day. Obviously, I hate Antonio Brown as a Steeler, and he has broken my heart more times than I can count. And I can't count that high, but Jack, how long do you think you could go like counting if we did a stream and you just had to like 1, 2, 3, 4?
This
5.
is like those old Mr. Beast videos where he would count. He would just sit in front of the camera and count all day long. I could probably get to the thousands as my guess. If I really like zeroed in and focused, I could get to the thousands. Although I don't think I could go that far. I don't think I would get to 5 digits.
10,000. That's a lot. That's a lot.
I don't think I can get to 5 digits.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that could be fun. Like if we had like bet something on Ravens Rams, then that could have been like a
I almost made a bet with you on that actually. Like a loser had to change their profile picture to whatever the winner wanted for a week.
Oh, I changed it after the Ravens lose anyways.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to do it, because I figured why not.
Currently I am depressed.
I
am.
Probably, I don't know what it would have been. Oh, that was a hard hit. Jeez.
So the Steelers are in field goal range with Chris Boswell, the second best kicker in the AFC North.
Ray McLeod just got destroyed.
They have a 2nd and 10. Big Ben is in the gun. The leader of men fires to Deontay Dropson, and he lives up to his name today. And then we get to hear my grandmother's beautiful chimes at 9 p.m.
Is that a grandfather clock
Oh,
that she has?
Yep. It's straight across from me. Great hands there from Deontay Dropson. That's why he should have been a Pro Bowler. Exquisite level hands. No other receiver in the NFL can catch that pass. But hey, shout out to Deontay Johnson. He's averaging 3.7 yards per catch right now. He's vibing. You know, I'd be vibing too if I was on the Steelers.
I mean, the Steelers.
Chase Claypool is spinning. We are vibing.
They
Oh.
I can't agree with this because there's names like
Equanimity St. Brown.
yes. What's
Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Amon
Brothers.
Ross St. Brown's a good one. Jake Funk. I always have fun with his
I like
name.
Jake Funk.
I
I don't know who the best name on the Ravens is.
Vita Vea. His full
Oh.
name is
Oh,
ridiculously
let
long.
me see if I have it in the. I have like 1,000 of these banners, but I don't know if I have.
Wait, did the ESPN broadcast just get fooled? Because
How
somebody
so?
lost their shoe and it was yellow, so they thought it was a flag.
That would
That's
be
funny.
hilarious.
That's funny.
Man, I don't know
Oh,
if
there
I
is a
have.
flag.
Oh,
They
unsportsmanlike
flagged
conduct.
Clowney for
Great job,
Oh.
Browns.
the flag. So Clowney ripped his shoe off, ripped Claypool's shoe off, and threw it. And they
Marco
gave him an
Wilson style.
unsportsmanlike. They gave him an unsportsmanlike for it.
Man, I have Vita Vea's name. 2 is the same way.
Something
can't
about
find it.
Browns or no, about somebody ripping another player's gear off in these games.
Shout out
These
to
matchups.
Marco Wilson. Shout out to Marco. I'm gonna get Vita Vea's name up because I used it. Oh, it was in my. You remember when I did my top 100 players,
Yes.
and
I
I
think you had it
included
in
it
there.
there. Here we go, Vita Vea. I don't even want to attempt saying it. Like that was the only line of text I had on my slide. I can't wait to do that. I'm gonna have a lot of fun doing that this year. Okay, banners. Let's go into the pick 6 pod. Rest in peace, Kings. It is 62 characters. I need a Deontay Johnson or Najee Harris touchdown right here. Tavita Tuli Akaono, Tuipiloto, Moise Vahe Fahoko Fale Tuvea.
So I don't want to call you wrong, but like Tua's name is pronounced like Tua Tagovailoa or something. But
I
it's
know.
spelled Tagovailoa, but it's pronounced like weird.
Yeah,
I don't
know
want to
why
say like
there's an N.
weird, but it's just like how Hawaiian works or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I know.
I just don't know. Like if you like
Deontay
if
Johnson.
somebody's out there.
Thank you for the fantasy points, buddy.
If somebody's out there and they want to teach me how to speak Hawaiian, I'd be glad. I would love to know because I just don't.
That'd be
Like I don't want to like make fun of it. I just don't know.
Yeah, because I always call him Tua. Yeah, because it's on Pro Football Reference. It's Tua Tungo Vai.
Tagovailoa.
But I always say Tagovailoa.
Tagovailoa, yeah, exactly. That's a nice touchdown there from Deontay Johnson.
Shout out to Deontay Johnson, like 7 fantasy points there. Good job, buddy. I know you dropped a pass earlier, but it doesn't matter. Thank you, Tiksa. You're doing the Lord's work. That'd be cool that would be cool to have a punting podcast. Get Pat McAfee on one day.
Oh,
Be on
no.
Pat McAfee's show. That'd be cool.
For the brand.
Yeah, for the brand. Shout out to the Colts. They lost yesterday despite giving Jonathan Taylor 100 yards. I don't know how they lost 3. I genuinely don't know.
Do not understand that game. That the NFL's drunk. It's completely drunk. Tua turned the ball over.
Hey, he beat us. So
he did beat us last season. That was the joke that I should have.
Oh,
been
that
making
is true. That
early
is
on
true.
Because that was his debut game, and he did nothing.
But then you guys couldn't do anything.
The reason we couldn't do anything either. That was Jared Goff, but
yes,
the reason why we couldn't do anything is because Goff threw like a 98-yard pick six, like it was first and goal at the 2 or something, and Goff threw a pick and they took it all the way back. We allowed a punt return touchdown. There was a fumble that Goff had, but the second half, Tua did not score any points. I'd say the 2 touchdowns that Tua had in that game were gifted to him on short field position because the Rams just did something stupid with the football and turned it over. I don't want to. I'm gonna get to the good part though, because the best part of that.
There's a good part.
There was, which is early. It was before all the crap happened, which is when his first pro play, it was a strip sack from Aaron Donald.
Oh, great work.
Or I think it's either his first or his second, something like that. So there was a good part, but then it just went to shit.
Congratulations, Aaron Donald.
Trains with knives.
Yes, he does train with knives. And I have an ad for Georgia, Alabama on my screen, and I want to stab my eyes.
I have an ad for crypto.com.
I'm sure you want to stab your eyes, Mr. Staples Center.
I do. I really do. It's terrible. At least the Kings are playing well. They've won 7 of their last 11, so they're on a night. They're in a wild card spot as far as I know. So
I don't know how the Red Wings are doing. They were the 8th seed.
Oh,
last
you should
time I checked.
Put the score up too.
Yes, I should. The game was so bad, the Michigan game, that Zach and I descended into doing trivia instead of watching the game. I love me some trivia, but I like watching football too. But it was so demoralizing.
Hopefully that doesn't happen with this
Steelers
game.
7. Although I would
I'm about to look
down
up
for
hockey standings.
We'll
do trivia at halftime.
Trivia, yeah. And then maybe we can get rated by Tom Grossi again.
Yeah, assuming we don't get rated by Tom Grossi again.
Yeah, you can find something and quiz me on whatever. Or maybe Teeksa, if you're still in the chat, you can drop some things we should look at.
Okay. Oh wow, how did the Golden Knights lose to the Jets? The Winnipeg Jets, not the
post the trivia that Splash should do during halftime. An error occurred. Well, you know what else was deleted on Facebook?
Our stream.
Yes.
Okay, let's see.
I'll just go ahead and delete it from
Detroit
Facebook
Dead Things. They're third in the wild card standings right now, so they're one spot behind Boston for the wild card.
The Office, Kevin. Oh, and then he drops the chili.
Is that the graphic that they just threw up?
Yes.
Oh, ESPN. Underwater basket weaving for me.
Have my children, ESPN. Have my children. Throwing in The Office, you get Kevin Stefanski. Oh, that was unreal.
11-5 last season, and then
hopefully they win tonight and lose. Well, see, if they lose tonight, I want them to beat the Bengals.
That chili looks so incorrect.
Well, it's just orange, so
that graphic is.
Have you had Skyline chili before?
No.
I liked it. It's like a little cinnamony for chili, but I liked it a lot. So that's one thing that Cincinnati does correctly is chili. I think I had it on spaghetti too.
I just looked at the standings. The Kings are now third in the wild card. So both of our teams are third in the wild card.
Go team.
Back to the game.
Yeah, back to the game. At least for a little bit, and then it'll be a 28-0 game like the last time these two teams played at Heinz Field. Do you remember that?
I do. I mostly remember it. We had the urinating tree stream going where he was just losing his mind at the game. That was fun.
Yeah, that was.
I don't know if you remember that, but that was.
Yeah, that was awesome. Yes, Teeksa. Cincinnati hasn't won a World Series since 1990. I don't know how much of a reference that is versus just.
I don't know what he's referencing.
But because they did win the World Series in 1990. Because they also haven't won a playoff game.
I like that fan that has a "Do It For Him" sign. It's like from The Simpsons, but it's covered with pictures of Ben.
Huh.
That's a clever sign.
Okay, respect to that fan.
Here comes TJ. Oh yeah, that's. Yeah.
It's almost like Santa Claus. Here comes Santa Claus. Here comes Santa Claus, sacking your QB. Dang it! I went into the wrong career field. I should have done music.
should
and
have-
came up with songs.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
we
it's
get
an
another
AEW
punt.
thing you said. I would never have gotten that. No, I'm not an AEW guy. But yeah,
What is AEW?
All Elite Wrestling.
Ah, okay. No idea what that is.
It's like the new WWE, pretty much.
Mhm. Very cool.
That's about all I know.
I know. I don't know anything about it. The only thing I know is that the Steelers are about to score a touchdown. Hopefully, it goes to Najee Harris or Deontay Johnson, and I get fantasy points. Fantasy points. Woo! And Chris Boswell, extra point. Honestly, I don't know what would be. I think what would be the best for me. Well, if one of them scores a touchdown and then you get an extra point, so that's 7 points plus the catch or yards on the run. If you get a field goal, it'd be +5, maximum of +5. So I need them touchdowns. So go Browns, but I need the Steelers to score a lot of points.
I mean, in terms of the playoff picture, this will make things a lot more interesting if Pittsburgh stays alive. But of course, they do have to win out. And,
Yeah,
obviously, you guys have them next week.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, let's lay out the playoff picture. So I'll do the AFC. You can do the NFC. In the AFC right now, Titans 1 at 11-5, Chiefs 2 also at 11-5, Bengals 3 10-6, Bills 4 10-6, Patriots 5 10-6, Colts at 6 or 9-7. The Chargers at 9-7 are at the 7 seed, and then the Raiders. I'm gonna have a dead voice tomorrow. The Raiders are 9-7. They are the 8 seed. Then Pittsburgh is the 9 seed. They are 7-1. And then the Dolphins are the 10 seed. But the Dolphins are eliminated from playoff contention. But guess who isn't? The 11 seeded Baltimore freaking Ravens. Yeah, woo, 8-8.
So I have the NFL.com playoff picture up, and it actually says the Raiders are 8th. Oh yeah, it skips over 9th. Okay.
Yeah,
I was just reading it wrong. So Ravens are 10th is what it says, and the Steelers are 11th.
See, it shouldn't be like that because the Steelers should be ahead in the division because they went head to head. So I don't know why that is, but it's isn't gonna matter.
I think it's overall because the Ravens are 8-8, the Steelers are 7-1.
Because that's both of those are a 500 win percentage.
This is true, but I guess the tie puts the Steelers behind.
It shouldn't, but
it shouldn't.
I don't know. That's weird.
It's weird.
Yeah. Either way,
where did you get yours from so we can be accurate?
I just did it from the post I made earlier.
All right, let me pull that up then.
So here are the playoff clinching scenarios. If the Titans beat the Texans, they will be the 1 seed. If they don't, the Chiefs are a win in the 1 seed against Denver. But here's the thing. The Titans will know what the Chiefs did because for some reason there is a doubleheader on ESPN with meaningless football. Kind of meaningless football. For Denver, it's meaningless. Every other team has like playoff seeding. So we have Dallas, Philly, and Kansas City, Denver on ESPN next Saturday. Don't know why they're doing that, but that's beside the point. Also, I would just starve. Actually, Cinnamon Toast Crunch isn't that bad. I don't like Lucky Charms. Hot take.
That's a tough choice. I would, if I had to choose a cereal.
I love me some Rice Krispies.
Fruit Loops.
Fruit Loops are solid.
Fruit Loops are solid. I've got the Fruit Loops before.
And down goes Roethlisberger. Okay, so
NFC.
Oh, let me roll through the AFC. So
okay, go for it.
The Bengals have clinched the AFC North. The Bills are a win and clinch the AFC East. The Patriots need a win and a loss by the Bills against the Jets. Probably not going to happen to clinch the AFC East. The Colts are a win and playoff spot. If they lose, they are almost certainly out. Jadeveon Clowney with the forced fumble there. Reese's Puffs are nice too. Then Chargers Raiders. This is where it gets goofy. Winner of that game is in, for sure, no doubt. And if they tie, the Chargers are in, no doubt. There's a way both of them get in because the Raiders beat the Colts head-to-head, but they're all tied right now, right? But the Raiders are behind the Chargers in the division. So that means the Colts only go head-to-head with the Chargers with tiebreaker. the Colts are ahead of the Chargers, and the Chargers are underneath, or the Raiders are underneath the Chargers. But if the Chargers were to win, like if the Chargers had beaten the Texans, right? The Chargers would be the 6th seed. The Texans, yes, the Texans would be the 7th seed. The Chargers would be the 6th seed. The Raiders would be ahead of the Clods because they just won the head-to-head. So it's hilarious how this works. It was the same thing with Baltimore a couple weeks ago, that it happened to be a 4-way tie. So they would be trailing the Chargers and Colts and Bills despite beating 2 of those 3 squads. So here we are. And then Pittsburgh, they need 2 wins. They need to win tonight and next Sunday against the Ravens and get a Colts loss. The Ravens, a little bit different. They need to win next Sunday, Colts loss, and the Chargers must beat the Raiders. No, the Raiders must beat the Chargers. I'm sorry. So the Raiders, if the Raiders lose the Chargers on Sunday night, it doesn't matter for the Ravens.
So for the NFC, it's a little bit simpler than that because 6 teams have clinched. So Green Bay is the 1 seed at 13-3. LA is the Rams are the 2 seed at 12-4. Tampa 3, 12-4. 4 Dallas 11-5. 5 Arizona 11-5. 6 San Francisco at 9-7. They have not clinched. The team behind them has clinched. Philadelphia at 7 at 9-7.
Yes.
San Francisco, if they lose to the Rams, so the Rams are playing for the division too, by the way. They need either a win or an Arizona loss to the Seahawks, and they win the NFC West.
Can confirm.
But all they can do is drop to the 3 seed. They can't be worse than that. Or I guess because you're not leading the division, that would put them at the 5 seed.
Mm-hmm.
I think.
Yeah. So yeah, that would drop them to 5 line.
Okay. So,
although I guess if they lost, well, I guess Dallas is 11-5. Do the Rams hold the tiebreaker over Dallas?
We should. I don't know how that would work because we haven't played Dallas this year, but
because would it be conference record? Because Dallas was the 2 seed heading into last week.
I don't know how it works.
Or maybe it could be common games. Because Dallas played, both of you guys have played Arizona. You didn't play the Ram. You guys played the Giants.
Let's see.
Minnesota. You guys played Minnesota. And
first tiebreakers head-to-head. Second tiebreakers best won-loss percentage in games played within the division. 3 best won-loss tied percentage in common games. I don't know what that means.
That means, say, like Buffalo and Baltimore. They had common games with Miami, Pittsburgh, Kansas City, and Indianapolis. So they had like 5 games against.
So I'm trying to figure out. Let me see if there's a way I can look it up.
All right.
I don't know how to find like common games.
Yeah, it's a goofy one. If you go on playoffpredictors.com, you can like pick games like what we did preseason. Or I did midseason as well. Yeah, go Raiders. I would rather see the Chargers in the playoffs, but I would rather the Ravens make the playoffs. If that makes sense.
Yeah, it does. I'm trying to find.
Do you like Renegade?
It's not my song.
Okay.
I have a funny story about that, though. I've probably told it before on the show once or twice.
Okay, shoot. Because you guys did lose in LA or in Pittsburgh in 2019.
And we did. I try not to think about that game either.
Me neither.
The clinching scenarios I was going to get to is Dallas. It's between San Francisco and New Orleans. So if we beat San Francisco and the Saints beat the Falcons, San Francisco's out. If we win, it doesn't matter how.
I hate this team.
Looks like something terrible just happened.
Oh my goodness.
I'm about to see it right now.
Why was this team bloody 3.5-point favorites?
Oh, Baker.
Baker, turnover machine.
Oh, Baker.
Baker, bro. What are
Baker
you doing?
has what does Baker have more of? Interceptions or progressive commercials?
Oh, that's a good question. That's a good question. It's probably progressive commercials.
I will admit those are funny commercials, but that's about
You're not wrong.
The only thing where he performs well.
Oof. Ugh. Ugh. That was a ugh.
Splash felt that one.
Wow. I remember so
He's
in
in a couple good games. It's not like he's terrible, but he's just not.
He had like a 90 PFF grade when he played Cincinnati. It was so funny because Bengals fans.
Okay, playoff predictor says we win the tiebreaker over Tampa
Dallas?
Bay on head-to-head, which makes sense because we beat them.
Yes.
We destroyed them too. We didn't just beat them. We
can confirm.
I'll tell the funny Renegade story at halftime. There's 7 minutes left. Ben avoids pressure, goes deep. Oh, that was almost just out of Chase Claypool's reach.
Man, I need Deontay Johnson, Najee to turn up right about now. 45-yard or 43-yard touchdown right now. There you go, Najee. There you go. There you go. That's the longest run of his season. It's like 12 yards. His legit longest. I'm going to look this up. I think it's like 35 yards, which granted isn't saying much. Our longest run, I think, is 35 yards. But and we're a team. Najee Harris. Ah, yes. Also, Najee and I have the same birthday. I think I've mentioned that before, but
listen.
His longest run of the season is 23 yards. He has a longer reception than longest run.
Splash, I share a birthday with a butt fumble.
Ah, so, yes. Congratulations.
That's
like, wait, with Mark Sanchez that. Or the like game itself?
The game itself.
Ah.
The game itself. Like,
do you like having a birthday on Thanksgiving from time to time?
No.
Okay.
I don't, because like I get a little too much attention when that happens, so it's like at some point I guess I'm just gonna have to get used to it if I'm gonna like be doing these streams, but it's bugged me. So
Tiksa, I'm gonna have to say this is wrong.
You share a birthday with at least one person. Like statistically, you're wrong. There's a new person born every 6 seconds.
Well, I mean, Hillary Clinton is a first lady. Oh, that should have been picked. Move. Okay, cool. Can you tell I hate watching the Steelers?
I can tell you hate watching both of these teams.
Especially when I have to root for one of those stupid idiots. It's like rooting for a 4-year-old in a fight. I don't even know.
I can't find out who has the tiebreaker between the Rams.
Oh, wait. Okay, Hillary Clinton birthday.
Oh, you're about to expose this man's birthday.
Exposed. Okay. Dang, I didn't know Hillary was in her 70s. October 26th. Okay, we're going to do some Googling. I'm going to find a person that has the same birthday as Tiksa. Remember October 26th. Because I probably will forget. October 26th, boys and girls.
October 26th.
October 26th. If you want to be involved, comment your birthday, and I will let you know.
I can definitely remember.
I will let you know who you share a birthday with. The best player that Tiksa shares a birthday with in NFL history is... Can it load?
We're waiting.
I share a birthday with Neil Armstrong. No, not that Neil Armstrong, the NFL player Neil Armstrong. Okay, so here are some active players that Mr. Tiksa shares a birthday with. BJ Finney, Dre Kirkpatrick, and Shi Smith. Those are the only active players. That's weird. The last Pro Bowler that he shares a birthday with is Antonio Pierce. The last All-Pro is Jesse Armstead. Some notables: Brian Hansen, one-time Pro Bowler; Wayne Martin. One of my favorites, Dave Zastudil, Ravens legend; Marquette King, Raiders legend; Danny Vitale, the fullback. Anyone else of note? Bob Golick, 3-time Pro Bowler; Lewis Breeden, 1-time All-Pro; James White, not that James White; Chuck Foreman.
Oh, nice catch by Ray McLeod. Had to get up for that one.
Yes, sir. Now throw another touchdown to Deontay. Chuck Foreman, 1-time All-Pro, 5-time Pro Bowler. John Elliott, 1-time All-Pro, 3-time Pro Bowler. Or hand it off, either throw it to Deontay or hand it off to Najee. Or try to throw it to Ray McLeod. 2-time Pro Bowler Ed Brown, 2-time Pro Bowler Jim Weatherall, 2-time Pro Bowler Tex Coulter, and 1-time All-Pro Fred Denfield, who is so old. He was born in the 1800s.
Jeez.
And what's your birthday, Jack? November
22nd.
All right. We're going to see the most famous person you share a birthday with.
We're
you
just looking
share
up
a birthday
famous
with...
sports birthdays now, but I'll keep tabs on the game.
Okay, you share a birthday with 10 active players. They would be Giovanni Bernard, John Kaminsky, Lloyd Cushenberry, Darrell Daniels, Jamar Johnson, Ernest Jones.
Oh, that's true. Yes, Ernest Jones and I do share a birthday.
Rick Leonard, Juju Smith-Schuster, Lane Taylor, and Prince Tega Wanogo.
All right, then. Those are some big names. Giovanni Bernard, Juju Smith-Schuster.
You share a birthday with 4 All-Pros. Archie Matzos, Derek Johnson, Eric Allen, and Tom Nash. And Eric Allen is a 6-time Pro Bowler. Congratulations. And let me see the Pro Bowlers that I share a birthday with. March 9. Oh, dear. We don't want to see injuries.
No, we don't. I don't know what Ben was so mad about either, but that was kind of a scary collision there.
You hate to see that. You hate to see that. I share a birthday with Jets legend Marcus May. Wow. Okay, we're going to have to talk about Baker at some point. We've kind of pushed it off today. But Baker, touchdown maker. What, if you're the Browns, what are you doing with Baker?
I don't know. It's a really tough call, honestly. He kind of falls into that whole, like, he's like definitely getting, I don't want to say he's getting worse, but he's not getting like
better,
exponentially better.
Yeah, I think with Baker, it's tough because you've seen some reasonably good play, but you also, the Browns are in a difficult spot here because for 2 reasons. One reason complicates matters. The other reason even more complicates. So the Browns have to look themselves in the mirror and say, it depends on how they look at themselves in the mirror. If they look at themselves and say, we have a Super Bowl roster that just need a quarterback, then you move off Baker. But if you say Baker Mayfield is the best quarterback since the 80s for the Cleveland Browns, not a joke. He is the best quarterback the Browns have had since Brian Sipe, Bernie Kosar, the 80s and 90s. NFL MVP, Brian Sipe, by the way.
Yeah, I can agree with that especially because the Browns have been the one team that I know have gone through like recently a really long QB carousel.
Mm-hmm.
Like now I'd say probably the active QB carousel would be, I'd say, in Denver
or Washington.
But yeah, I can agree with what Teeks is saying here. He's didn't he miss a game or two?
Who?
Baker?
Yes,
I don't think he-
Baker missed 2 games. Keenum played against the Broncos, and Nick Mullins played against
Right. And Nick Mullins played that game. Yeah, give him another year. I think give him one more year. See what happens.
And the unique thing here is the Browns don't actually have to do anything. Like people are trying to the Browns need to make a decision. The Browns need to make a decision. No, they don't. They don't because they are locked into his 5th year. 2022 is his 5th year. And it's the same thing with Lamar Jackson, the Bengals, the Ravens, that you don't actually have to make a decision yet. You can wait. You can pause. And guess what? If you're like not convinced, you can franchise tag him. That's a lot of money, but you can say, hey, we're going to have a 6th year of control. You're not going to screw us over, right?
Yeah.
So you have an entire 5th year. And if he improves, but he's not, I don't know, if he has a Kirk Cousins kind of season this year, like he's good, but you don't know if he's long-term good, then okay, you can franchise tag him. If he is Patrick Mahomes, then you can give him a big contract. And same thing with the Ravens. I think people forget that they don't need to sign him. They don't need to re-sign him in March. Like he's not at risk of leaving. But if I'm Andrew Berry, Browns GM, here's my thought process. You have Baker. He's going to have a rehab over the offseason, be fully healthy. He's 1 for 10 so far. He has as many completions to Steelers as he does to his own team. You're going to have a healthy offseason, and then you ask yourself, okay, we have Case Keenum, and you also have some draft capital. Do you think you want to bring in a guy, maybe the 2nd round? Because I don't think let's say you finished 7 and 10, you get like the 12th pick. I don't think you're drafting quarterback there because that is almost forcing to start new, and that I think that could get ugly.
Yeah, that could get really bad. I think it's too early to try to replace Baker. Like you want to take.
But if you draft a guy in the 2nd round or the 3rd round,
I'd maybe wait until the 3rd round. I want to go 2nd round.
Like if you get an equivalent to Davis Mills.
Because the thing is, like, you want to take if you're gonna draft a QB, you're gonna want to take somebody in a position in the draft, like in a round of the draft where it's like not a position of need. I wouldn't say QB is a position of need for the Browns right now because I don't know what the positions of need are, but you should focus on that.
They should draft a wide receiver at 14 or wherever they end up.
You need to focus in the 1st, 2nd, maybe even the 3rd round. You need to focus on your positions of need. 4th round, I think maybe that's where you can start dabbling in QBs. 3rd round, maybe. It again depends on the position of need, but worry about those first, and then worry about your QB because you can find some diamonds in the rough and like late.
Like
rounds.
You could win
like,
games with Case Keenum. You can win. I think you can win games with Case Keenum. You can win games with Nick Mullins. Right.
They did. I think they almost won with Nick Mullins.
They needed Derek Carr. Man, Derek Carr just absolutely had like 2 ridiculous drives to beat the Steelers or to beat us and the Browns. So Teeksa, the Browns need Chris Olave or Drake London. London, I think, is more end of the 1st round. He's a guy that like New England could go after. As like a like for like replacement of N'Keal Harry.
Pressure coming right to Baker. He's going to throw that one out of bounds.
The Browns are in a unique spot because they do need a wide receiver. They need like a true number one, because Jarvis Landry's like a solid number 2. He's always been a solid number 2. You have Anthony Schwartz, who's an absolute burner, and then you have not Schwartz. You have Donovan Peoples-Jones is a pretty solid player.
I like TPJ. He's really good.
But is he a number 1 wide receiver? I don't think so. So if you look at this draft class, and one of the strengths, as frankly, we're going to see every year wide receiver is a strength because there's just so many good ones that you are always going to be able to find a wide receiver. You're always going to be able to find a wide receiver. Are you going to find a Jamar Chase? No, but you're going to be able to find a receiver that can do.
Nice catch by Jarvis Landry right there.
Like you can find there's like 5 guys this year that are going to go in the first round. Drake London, even he ruptured his ankle or something like that. He's probably going to go first round. Trayvon Burks for Arkansas is going to go first round. Nope. Hollywood Brown is better. Olave and Wilson, both from Ohio State, they're going to go first round. You can go Burks, London. There's one guy that I'm blanking on. And
We have a buddy.
we have Henry backstage.
Hello.
How's it going?
Can you guys hear me?
We hear you. We got you.
Check anything. I just hopped in. Hello.
There we go.
Howdy.
You cut out for 1 second, but we're good.
All right, cool.
I need to make this a ticker so I don't cut my head off.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Hashtag French Revolution.
Football night with uSTADIUM guillotine.
Can confirm. There we go. That's
Yeah.
better.
There we go.
That's slightly better. I can maybe update this for 3 people later on, but
I couldn't find my ring light somehow, and I don't know how I wasn't able to find it, but I took so long to set up that I missed the ability to say my fun stat, which was Baker Mayfield had exactly the same amount of completions as the pick he was drafted,
Solid.
but then he made another pass before I hopped in. It was gut wrenching.
Solid.
What's going on, Teeks? So that's the highlight of my day, I guess.
Oh, there you go.
fair. You missed my roast of Baker. I apparently burned him really badly. So
Oh, okay. Here's a stat. I want you guys to guess the longest incompletion streak of the season this year.
Surely someone went like 0-15. 0 for 15.
No, it's not quite that bad. It's just over 10.
Oh, it's
for
Baker
10.
Mayfield?
Yes.
I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised.
Bro.
In this game,
Man.
And then I'm going to have to throw a rock at the TV during the fastest 3 minutes because I'm tired of seeing the Ravens lose.
I've had fun with this. I've had fun being put on timeout.
Go ahead, Jack. You can
Yeah,
fix it.
I'll do this. Sorry.
Okay.
That's how you know we have this. We have pretty much the same brain as we just keep doing the same thing at the same
how
time.
did Njoku not catch that? That's not Njoku. I think that's Higgins. Higgins. Did I tell you guys that I had an all Browns fantasy team last year?
Why?
Because I wanted to jinx them.
Ah, smart.
Why else would I?
That's very good. I mean, I had a team that was all Seahawks last year.
Oh.
That was
Fun.
That was the league. We picked a team, and we had sort of just whichever team scored the most. Congratulations, you won the game.
That's a great idea.
That's
I
a
think that
fun
would
idea.
be-
Like to
yeah,
agree
we should do
to
that
do
like
this.
on the app. Like that should be. Why don't you say, "Hey, Frankie, we should do this as a contest"? That'd be great.
I think I would be down to do like an all Rams fantasy team. I would do that.
Well, of course you would.
Of course I would, but like
Yeah, I'm
Well-
not picking the Jets.
Yeah,
No.
exactly. Come on now. Would an all Ravens team? An all Ravens team might be
The thing
okay. When we
is,
have Edwards and Dobbins.
you need to like agree to do this with everybody because obviously like I could like just try to draft like everybody on the Rams, but then like what happens if
Like if you have 2 guys that go in the same round.
that
Or if-
yeah
if
that,
the guy, like,
or it's also
reaches-
like like remember when or like what if I just had like the normal Rams roster to start this season, but then Deshaun
Odell.
Jackson goes. And then, like, they trade for Von Miller. They trade for OBJ. No one's going to want to just randomly give me Von Miller or I guess not Von Miller because of defense, but no one's going to want to give me OBJ for
Ooh, that'd
What
be
a
interesting,
throw,
though.
Baker.
Oh, he did something?
I'm watching on delay. Throw another pick.
We're both on delay.
Woo. Baker.
I am
This is-
tuned
go.
The way
in
you're
here.
reacting, this is probably something I have to tweet in a second.
Ooh.
So
Got whacked to the ground by Cam Hayward. Just step up.
Yeah, I'd say that's
Delivered
tweetable.
absolute dot.
oh my.
Yeah,
DPJ too.
That's
That's a nice throw.
That was
Wow.
nice. That was
Oh,
nicely
yeah.
done.
Tixa says he'll rock with the Panthers. Negative points at quarterback every week. How does that feel?
yeah.
That'd be fun to try though. Actually, that would be really fun
Yeah.
to try.
Yeah, I did. I had a buddy, Kyle. He did an all Broncos team the year Peyton threw 55 touchdowns.
We just have to really make sure we
That would
stay
be
on
helpful.
top of like the transactions that the team makes too, just to
Yeah.
make sure. Like, I guess if
Yeah.
it's a
Oh,
defensive trade, it doesn't matter.
You guys remember when the Browns didn't have any wide receivers? I know Henry does.
I remember that game.
Oh yeah,
because,
yeah.
I had-
because
did
we
that,
had
right?
just lost to the Jets, and we
Yep.
were enduring all of that nonsense, and then we're hearing
Yes.
about how they have to win a second game now because the Browns have no wide receivers.
Yep.
Nice catch by Landry there.
I had to fiddle around with my wide receivers for 2 hours trying to figure out who the heck I had to start Damian Ratley.
Oh my goodness, who?
It's like I know who Damian Ratley is. Baker.
All right, I'm gonna
I
guess. I'm gonna guess pick. I have no idea.
Oh, you're Tony Romo here.
You're gonna
But-
say pick.
I'm just gauging fully off Splash's
I'm
reaction.
gonna say drop.
Oh, he got sacked.
So
That's
it's
close.
funny. It's funny how Watt is getting these sacks and he's working one-on-one with the right tackle.
Why
But when
would you
talk to
one-on-one?
Steelers fans? You talk to Steelers fans and they're convinced every single drop back, Watt is doubled every single one. Every single
Yeah,
one.
no, that's
Like
like
double,
Quinn
triple,
Williams who's
quadruple.
being double teamed ever
No.
since. All right, that was a good play though. Got his hands.
Pittsburgh did call timeout. If they didn't, I mean, I would think about going for it here if I'm Cleveland. But 4th and 9, if you had lower clock, but with 43 seconds, you got to punt.
I'm
Give
going
the ball
just
to Nick
dip out
Chubb. Is
real
probably what I'm
quick
gonna
because I
say.
cannot find my glasses, so I'm going to go do that.
All right. Something happened?
I'm
We're
just looking at.
That's not right.
You good?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're fine.
I thought they were like totally lopsided, and then I realized they weren't.
No, you're fine. You
Yeah.
look fine.
There you go. Yeah. All right. Cool. Yeah, I'm trying to look at the screen while looking at I have like a wonky setup here. I have you guys on my left-hand corner. I have the screen, the game at the bottom of my screen. On the right, I have the stats and everything.
Oh, you got the stats. I'm literally switching between tabs. Like I'm going back and forth between our stream. I got Hulu where I'm watching the game.
I got 4 for 15. He's 4 for 15. That's
Absolutely
That's all I
brutal.
can say about that. That's worse than the Ghost game.
Yes, I do remember this. Now that game was just it set QB play back about 10 years. That game.
Yeah.
Hey,
Jared Goff
okay.
and Baker Mayfield.
On a real note, I'm surprised Cooper Kupp didn't set racism back or set race relations back in 300 years. He only had 95 yards.
He had a touchdown at least.
Well, that doesn't matter. He only had 95 yards.
Only.
I was
Yeah,
shocked.
you
I was
guys-
shocked.
You guys.
I did a take. Hashtag uSTADIUM. I did a take and said, "Hey, we're gonna do a Cooper Kupp's gonna have 100 yards and a half." He didn't even have 100 yards in the game for the first time in what felt like an eternity.
He didn't. He did set the Rams record, but
Yes.
Stafford was not. I was about to say Goff because I've just been talking about Jared Goff a lot, but
Jared
Stafford
Goff didn't look too bad on Sunday.
50 burger, by the way.
He didn't.
Yeah.
It was Tim Boyle.
Yeah, it was Tim Boyle. Exactly.
29. How do you allow 29 points to Tim Boyle? Like the Seahawks had one of the best scoring defenses in the NFL and got. Well, I mean, to be fair, it was a bit of a blowout. Okay, there you go, Deontay. There you go, Deontay. There you go, Deontay. Yeah, like 1.4 points there. Woo, yeah, woo, yeah. Big man, let's go. Raiders. Even though it's the Steelers.
I've never really looked at Cup's stat line, like individual split logs. Yeah,
Your jaw is about to hit the floor.
You need to look at his stats. You're gonna
Yeah.
freak out when you see it.
Can confirm.
I'm gonna read this to you.
Yeah, Stafford just didn't go to him as much as I thought he would. And
His worst game is where he is actually. This is a fun stat. Name the only other player in NFL history to have 50 yards in all 16 regular season games. He
Jerry
did it
Rice.
twice. Ray Rice?
Gio.
Jerry Rice.
No, not Jerry Rice. Not Terrell Owens.
Uh,
He's an
Jeremy
active
Macklin, someone
player.
weird. I don't know.
No, Ravens legend Jeremy Macklin did not do it.
he's inactive.
He is active.
He's active.
He's
like-
active.
Oh, so it's Mike Thomas then.
No.
Okay.
How's it going, Chris? We gave you a huge shout out like an hour ago. So thank you for tuning in. Fitzgerald is not correct. This is actually a trivia question on the app. About 30%
That's
of
actually
people
a
got
good
it right.
question.
Is it
It's a
Mike?
good
No,
question.
he's not healthy.
It's like an active player, but he's not really
He's
active because you're putting
active.
quotes around it. It's like he technically hasn't retired, but he's not done. Or he might be done.
And it's not Larry Fitz.
Is not Larry Fitzgerald.
Is it Antonio
AB.
Brown?
It is Antonio Brown,
I get it
2013 and
now.
2014.
I get
was
it
trying
now
to
because
think, like-
because they haven't cut him yet. So they
Yeah.
haven't.
Is that Moose? Ah, yes.
Oh,
they
that,
named
I
him-
thought they were booing him.
No, it's
That,
Muth.
that first
It-
catch is Muth. Okay, now
Yeah,
I know.
Steeler fans are so barbaric that they go for Heath, like Heath.
Yeah, well, I liked Heath because that was
And
like
then
not like a
Muth.
boo.
I just prefer Coop. That's
Stop.
about the only one we have.
Yeah,
We had in 2018 we had Sue because Ndamukong Suh was on the team.
yeah.
Um,
We had Puha, Sione Puha, in 2011, 2012.
Solid.
That's the only one I can think of.
I mean, our fans
L-
chant
LA
BS
Kings
half the time.
fans.
Lob City. That should have been picked. Is that MJ Stewart? That's 38. Is that Greedy? Is that who the heck is 38?
On
Cleveland.
Consult the Google.
Ooh, that would have been a real gnarly interception.
let's see this. I'm about to watch it right now.
AJ Green.
Ooh, wow.
Oh, yes. Oklahoma State legend AJ Green.
Yes. Didn't know you could do both. In
Yeah.
as many in 2 days.
Ah, random question. Where is Ndamukong Suh at nowadays? Tampa Bay
He's on
Buccaneers.
Tampa
Yeah.
Bay. Yeah.
Him and Vita Vea.
Books.
I was
I
about
had
to
a
say
very-
the LA Kings fans. We have Drew Doughty, so we go Drew for him. We also did Luke for Luke Robitaille.
We could do Snoop for Tyler Huntley.
I'm surprised they haven't done that yet. Like the what's it called? Drop it like it's hot. The Snoop, like that one.
Do
least on
they
the
often
soundboard.
play?
we do. Wait.
Splash. Do they often play Seven Nation Army at Ravens games? 'Cause that crowd was loud. That was a loud crowd yesterday.
I think they do it from time to time. They also do an RAVENES chant with the guy who stands at like the
Okay.
400 level
That's-
that waves his shirt around.
That's probably one of the chants that I was hearing. I heard like everybody was doing like a letter chant or something. I guess that's
How,
what
wait,
it was.
whoa. How does Ben Roethlisberger have 33 pass attempts in the first half?
Wait, what?
Because that's because
It's an interception. Let's go, baby. Oklahoma State legend.
They were
AJ
not giving-
Green,
they weren't
With the
giving the ball to what's his name to Najee.
Najee.
They were not giving. He has
34 pass attempts in a half. Under 100 yards, by
And
the
he
way.
just
Just to
They
apparently
enjoy
think
that.
he's
terrific.
Joe. They think he's Burrow.
I'm
let's
in
see
the pocket
this.
like
Let's see
Burrow.
this. Where are you throwing that? What are you doing?
It's like one thing to throw behind a guy. Claypool had stopped.
No. It's
A
typical
great throw
Ben
there, Big Ben. Not gonna
forcing
miss
things where they're not
gonna
needed.
miss those.
My mic did. Okay,
I'm gonna miss those.
that
Oh, man,
was
that's
not great.
That's not good.
Hashtag not great.
That was really bad.
Like right.
Uh,
That was like Stafford against Minnesota when he spun away from the sack and then just gave it right to the Vikings player.
yeah. How did Chuck Clark become prime Ed Reed yesterday? Exactly. Like he made a cut on a ball, and if he wasn't wearing 36, I would have sworn he was wearing 20.
I'll you know what? I'll use halftime to defend Stafford. I guess I'll bring it up in the show tomorrow too, but what if Chris,
I would probably retire too if.
that's for you, buddy.
Yeah, there you go.
That's for you.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
I'm gonna do the halftime tweet real fast.
Okay. Henry, you choose the trivia that Jack and I do. How do you have
The what?
Jack and I do trivia during
Excellent.
halftime of these shows.
Oh, it's
So
perfect.
you choose the topic.
Last time we tried it, we got rated by Tom Grossi. So
Yes.
All right.
How
Well,
do you throw the football 34 times and a half? I'm okay. I'm going on stat head real quick. Henry, you think of some trivia that we can do.
I'm thinking. All right.
Okay, here we go. We're
you can
gonna look
it
for
up, too.
team
Look it up on, like,
game.
Sparkle or something.
Okay.
34. 34, brother. How do you throw the ball 34 times and a half? Like,
I mean,
how?
in 30 minutes, that's at least one pass a minute.
Yeah,
More than that.
yeah. It's like a pass every like 50 something seconds.
I don't know.
Disable my ad block, and I can't. Okay.
Tiksa is asking you, Splash, who is the Ravens safety with the last name Stevens, because he's a
Brandon
beast in Madden.
Stevens, 3rd round pick out of Southern Methodist. He was actually a running back at UCLA.
Speaking of Madden, stay tuned. I think during the off season is when we might launch that Madden show that I talked about. But
Yes. What if?
Awesome.
Is it called What If?
I don't think we've decided on a name yet, but it's going to be a what if type show.
Okay, here we go. Can we do first half pass attempts? No. Crap.
While we
this is-
repeatedly watch USAA ads and Gronk try to fail to have his friend Frank convince him that he's going to get USAA insurance.
Oh, speaking of which, I'm going to write an article on insurance ads because I'm bored.
Just rate them and
he is
how
on
terrible
pace
they
to
are.
break
Yes,
the-
yes. So right now my tentative list is Gronk. Wait, no, he's at the in the descending order. He's at the very top. He's like 25 of 10. And then
What do you have as the worst?
that was Gronk.
Okay.
Then
I
Jake
get
from
you
State
there.
Farm.
I don't hate the Jake from State Farm ones.
I can't do it. It's too repetitive. You know, at least these other commercials I only see once in a while. I see them every other drive.
Yeah,
with
that's true.
State
The
Farm.
Liberty Mature ones are annoying.
Liberty,
the
liberty,
progr-
liberty, liberty.
I like the one with Spider-Man where he gets bit by a spider. That one's funny.
Have you guys seen No Way Home?
Not yet.
I
Henry?
found one here. I have not seen No Way Home. I haven't actually seen any of the Spider-Man movies.
Oh, darn.
I don't know how that's happened, but I've never really found the time, and I want to see them. I sent you a quiz that maybe would work in the private
Yeah, I'm
chat.
kind of with you there. Like I've seen most of them, but I think
Yeah.
Homecoming is the only one that I've seen in full.
So Ben has 34 attempts at the half. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Great.
Thank you, Baskey. Thank you. It's a shame too because Progressive actually used to have really good commercials. And they just
Oh, I
switched
thought you
to
were talking
Sparrow.
about Brian Flores.
No.
Okay. I have a trivia question for you.
Although
guys.
screw that guy too. You know,
Yeah.
I'm not much of a Brian Flores fan. So
What team has the fewest games with at least 34 pass attempts this season?
This season?
Yes. 2 of them. Pick either.
Probably
The fewest
Cleveland
games.
because the rushing attack.
I want
Man,
to say
It is so much pain to watch Odell reach into the end zone.
complete opposite of pain right here. Freaking love that guy. I hope okay. I know this is deviating away from trivia, but real talk, I actually really hope the Rams do re-sign OBJ. I think you can find it as long as they don't. The only stumbling block I see with that is that like Tutu Atwell and Jacob Harris are going to be back next season. You know how I feel. Both of us feel the same way.
Thank you, Chris.
Let's
Yeah,
go.
Thank you.
Let's
go.
go.
Appreciate it. We appreciate the love.
I heard you gasp, and I was like, "Wait, what happens?"
Oh, we appreciate it.
Hold up.
Yeah, thank you.
Shout out to the Clots. The correct answer is actually it's a tie. The Cleveland Browns
Yes.
and the Seattle Seahawks.
The Seahawks.
Well, remember they had Geno Smith and they
Oh.
love to run the ball. because
Yeah,
Pete Carroll.
the Seahawks just are obsessed with running the football.
I
Do you know
forgot
the team with the
Smith.
most games with at least 34 pass attempts?
Cardinals?
Patriots.
Cardinals. Okay, Cardinals have 7. The Patriots have 7 as well. The most is 15.
What? Oh,
Now, what team
goodness.
just relentlessly throws the football? Hint: they had 50 pass attempts yesterday.
Oh, the Bengals.
No, Bengals just have 8.
The Heifers?
The Ravens have 10 of them. Wow, the
I
Steelers are up to
want
11 now.
to say the. That's a good question. The bias in me is going to say Rams because I've seen all their games and I know Sean McVay tries to win the game on one play a lot.
Rams have 11. Some comments. The Colts have.
We have Colts,
7.
Jags, and Bills.
Jags have 9, and the Bills have
We're looking for 15.
9. We are looking for
So
15.
a team that just
had 50 attempts yesterday. I'm currently looking up the game. They did not have 50 attempts. 50 passes.
This would be they had 50 pass attempts.
But their last game, week 16, they did not have 34 pass attempts for the first time all season. Week 17, they throw the ball 50 times.
That's because
Pizza?
it's Cowboys.
Pizza would be correct. The Tampa Bay
The
Buccaneers.
Bucks. Okay, that would make sense that they pass it all the
I
time.
watched
too,
the game.
because-
I didn't even know they threw it 50 times.
Yep. Brady ended up with 50 attempts. All right. So 2000s playoff quarterbacks.
Give me
Okay.
a moment. I'm gonna vanish really quick.
Oh, this should be, it just wins, right? Okay.
Yeah, I think
Let
so.
me share my screen. That sounds like a smart thing to do. Okay. Here we go. We're going to share. We're going to go share. Henry, are you on producer mode or just visitor mode?
Yeah, I'm on producer mode.
Okay. So when I pop this up, can you throw it up?
Sure can.
Okay. Great.
It is up.
All right. Can you name the NFL starting quarterbacks who have won a playoff game during the 2000 to 2009 seasons? Well, talking. Yes, I can. I've gotten a perfect score on this quiz before.
Oh, sorry.
So let's do it.
All right.
All right, here we go. Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, and Eli Manning, Donovan McNabb, Ben Roethlisberger, Kurt Warner, Jake Delhomme, Brent Dilfer, Rich Gannon, Matt Hasselbeck, Drew Breezy. It ain't easy being breezy. Brett Favre, Brett Favre, Phil Rivers, Waka Flocka, Jeff Garcia, Brad Johnson, Kerry Collins,
Who?
Dante Culpepper, Kerry Collins, Fumbling
I don't
Machine,
think I don't know who he is. I don't think I've ever heard of him.
Mark Sanchez, Chad Pennington, Steve McNair,
Okay, what are we doing?
Rex
What should we do?
Grossman, Michael Vick, Aaron Brooks, Mark Brunell, Mark Bulger, Jay Fiedler, David Garrard, Kyle Bowler, no, Elvis Gerback, Cordell Stewart, Maddox, Big Plummer, Tony Romo, and Various Jackson. Seahawks. Oh no. Okay, it's not Hasselbeck. It's so this would be 2000, 2001, 02, 03, 04, 05 before Hasselbeck.
Oh,
Okay.
jeez.
33 of 34. This is excruciating. Is it right? Dilfer did play in Seattle. Steve Bono, JT O'Sullivan, Smith, Wilson. Oh my goodness. Neil Lomax, John Kitna.
Oh, it's coming down the wire. 60 seconds.
Oh my goodness. Bro, I can't think. Dave Craig. Warren. Is it Warren Moon? Seneca Wallace. Yes.
With 24 seconds to spare.
Teeksa helped him out in the comments.
Oh, I don't have the comments pulled up.
Okay.
Okay.
Teeksa
Let's
wins.
see.
Second half is about to start, but we'll probably keep doing trivia, honestly, because unless
NFL
God,
quarterback career comeback wins. You want to try that one?
Okay, so tell me how you can attempt 34 passes and have 96 yards.
Hashtag Steelers
By the
football,
way,
baby.
I just saw Henry's name change. I just noticed that.
Yes.
Sounds
Is
like
it
you're
an E?
feeling all right, though.
Yeah, I'm back to normal, but unfortunately,
Oh, or
I
is it
gotta miss
McNicholas? Oh.
You what?
over this. Yeah. The symptoms are gone now, but
Okay.
I gotta miss school for a whole week, which is terrible because finals are within 2 weeks. So not the best, but at least I'm not dying. So we're cool.
Good. Well,
What's this quiz?
was Nick Chubb hurt?
Uh-oh. What?
Is that what they're saying?
This is NFL comebacks. Huh. Aaron Rodgers, what a bum. Tarkenton. Vinny, Ravens legend, Testaverde. Brett Favre. Oh, that's Montana. Jim Kelly is up there. Steve Young is not up there. Okay. Craig. Born at Kosar is 15. Okay, 1984 to 2000 in the Hall of Fame. Okay, so 84 draft class, 84. What the? Why can't I think of it? It's not Marino. It's not Elway. Who that? 84 to 2000. Oh,
Okay,
Warren
Chubb
Moon.
is in the game. Chubb is in the game. He wasn't hurt.
93 to 06. Who retired in Bledsoe? 04 to 16. That's a weird set of years. I'll throw Kurt Warner up there now. I have Unitas. That's Sammy Baugh. Sonny Jurgens. I think Jurgensen was a little bit later. Jurgensen? No. There he is. Okay. 12. Oh, that's Russ. 12 to present. Luck. Cousins. Tannehill.
Try Brady. If you didn't do more, yeah, he's already there.
I have
Okay.
Brady. Okay, 2004 to 2016. 2004. McCown? I don't think McCown made enough starts.
No.
When did Eli retire? Oh, he already said that.
2019.
Okay, so not Eli. I'm surprised Peyton's not on this list.
Oh, Peyton was first on the list.
Oh, wait, I can read.
Okay, both of them. I said Tom Brady wasn't there, and there he is.
Who retired? in
Cameron Hayward with a nice
2016?
stop on fourth
Man.
down, by the way.
Donovan McNabb?
What is
He's
this?
a bonus.
Bobby Wagner has sprained knee ligaments, is what I'm reading on Twitter right now.
Ouch.
That's not fun.
Not fun.
Why are there two 2004 quarterbacks on here?
Texas says Mike Glennon.
Oh my goodness. I forgot this. Mike Glennon had a 19 PFF passing grade yesterday.
19?
19.
Yes, 19. 19.
As in the year we had 3 years ago.
Yes. 19.
Good Lord.
As in
Technically,
Yes.
it's 4 years ago. Is it? I can't math. I'm not good at
Wait.
math.
no.
Because it's 2022.
22 minus 19, I think, is 3.
Oh, Derek Carr.
No, it's 4.
Yeah. Wait, Carr? Really? Oh, yeah, I guess so.
2011 Dalton. Yes. 2004 to 16.
Man, who retired in 2016? Andrew Luck. No, that's not. He was drafted in 2012.
Older. That long.
Retired in 2016.
Yes.
Kurt Warner?
Warner was way earlier.
Carson
He
Palmer.
was-
Yeah, Carson Palmer.
That's a great. Oh, well, 2017.
Ah!
I was like, who is that one sort of
Uh,
big name QB?
Because there's
And I'm like, yeah,
another
it's
one
Carson.
from the 04 draft class.
I think Otto Graham might be that.
I
48,
want to say
64
Philip.
one.
Yeah, he's on there. Philip Rivers is on there.
I don't think Graham played enough to be on here.
Maybe. I mean, I don't know. I'm trying to think of who else is from 1948 to 64.
Okay, Jurgensen, Sammy Baugh,
Maybe.
I think it's Sid Luckman. No. Graham, Y.A. Tittle. There we go.
Yeah.
2006 to 2017. Cutler,
Maybe. Yeah, there you go.
1980
Who's-
to 1998. Bono. Aikman here anywhere? Troy Aikman at 16 of them.
No, Cam Newton didn't retire.
Bradshaw.
He's on the Patriots.
Arn. 73 to 87. Plunkett. Stabler.
I'm looking at that the
I think
20
2004.
the 2004 to 2016 one. That's
Yeah,
what I'm thinking about.
I'm stumped.
Brunel. Collins. There we go. McNair.
So it was
Flacco.
somebody who retired in
Gerback.
5 seconds.
Yeah, we're done.
Tony Romo, of course.
Of course, it was an undrafted guy. Then Craig Brody, Rams or Niners legend. I forget which one. Dan Fouts is a good one. Ferguson, Jim Hart, Jake Plummer. I thought Jake Plummer played more than. We can do trivia later if it gets to 3 or 4 score game. But we have Ben Roethlisberger to watch, folks.
Honestly, I feel like 10-0 is a 3 or 4 score game at this point.
I mean, we'll see.
Well,
you got to.
I wish you were wrong, but
Yeah.
Yeah, I wish you were wrong too. But
okay. Najee does have 89 total yards. Deontay Johnson to 6 catches. Here we go. Let me take a guess at how many points I'm down in fantasy. I was down about 45, and I have Boswell, Deontay Johnson, and Najee Harris. There you go, Najee. There you go. Oh my. There. Well, that is bulletin board material. That is meme material for the rest of existence.
I'm so delayed.
Okay. So I am down 12 right now. We're down 11 point decimals.
So you gained 30 points already?
I have 11.9 from Harris.
Finally, Najee gets a big run.
I have 13.8
Oh, what a
from
stiff arm!
Deontay.
Oh my!
Yeah, and then I have 4 from Boswell. But if you caught our show earlier, I had Chase and Burrow on my bench. Chase got 55.6.
What?
I want to apologize to anybody who may have heard that sound of my arm because I'm double jointed, so it might have just looked like I broke my arm. I promise I'm fine.
All right, I'm just now getting to the Najee run.
He just stiff armed the soul out of somebody.
Oh goodness gracious! Wow.
Okay, I need just 9 points to walk away with an all-time dub. Oh man,
I think you can do it. They keep feeding Najee, you might be able to.
I just need 9 more points. Oh wait, what happened?
What did happen? Are you wrong? Do you need more than 9 points?
I looked at the final score. I'm on the matchup page, right?
Mhm.
And then I went to the final, like the playoff page, and I was down 12 instead of 9. So I should be down just 9. So I thought like Deontay fumbled or something. Oh, here's a stat. Ben Roethlisberger attempted 34 passes in the first half and had 96 passing yards. He is the first player in the last 40 years with at least 30 pass attempts and fewer than 100 pass yards, including playoffs.
I want to. I have a meme I've already made in my head.
Najee already over 100 yards. Holy crap!
Oh my goodness! I have.
My take is gonna hit. My take is gonna hit, boys. You
What's
guys
your
remember
take?
my take? It's gonna hit.
What was it?
Because Chubb's
Your
only at
graph?
42 yards. Harris is over 100.
Oh, nice.
I'm a happy splash right now. I just need Deontay to get more points.
I also need Big Ben to just not throw another touchdown. That'd be cool. My take's not going to hit anyway because the Steelers are going to win this game. But
Is that picked? Oh, I thought it was picked. Darn. Oh, that's why. Okay. 36 pass attempts for 99 yards. Great stuff, Mr. Ben Roethlisberger.
Oh, this is new.
What's that?
So JB Long, who's the Rams radio guy, tweeted something. His because he has a show that he does with Sean McVay every Monday, and a quote from McVay. I think you let him go. I think he's ready. We're operating with the expectation and anticipation that Cam Akers is going to make his season debut this week.
no way. That's just remarkable.
He I want to remind you guys, he ruptured his Achilles in July.
There you go, Deontay Johnson, baby.
Remarkable.
So he's rolling. He has 17 now.
Who is the defender that Najee just stiff armed?
MJ Stewart.
MJ Stewart.
All right.
So Harris
I'm
is
so excited
14.8.
for my
Deontay's up to 17.1. I am 6 points away from grabbing a dub. With Harris rumbling ahead.
All right.
About to win in fantasy, boys. 6 point game.
Really bad meme. I'm so excited.
You made a really bad meme?
I'm making one as we speak.
Okay. All memes are good memes, so pop it up when you're done.
Okay.
Is it as good as
going
this
to be
one?
really poor quality because I had to get like. It's like a barstool sort of meme.
Dang it,
like,
that's McLeod.
Social.
I guess if the Steelers score, then I get Boswell points.
I should post that Najee stiff arm on the
5.18 points away. I need a Najee touchdown.
That was a good throw to Ray McLeod.
Ben is finally over 100 yards. It only took him 37 passes.
38.
Oh, he had the longer completion
Oh,
for his
right,
38.
yeah. All right, let's airdrop that back to this.
That would have been a scoop and score there for Anthony Walker. Pro Bowl snub, Anthony Walker, might I add.
All right, cool. I should have it. Got it. Okay. Excellent.
Robert Griffin III.
Ben. Oh, what a jeez. That was Claypool. No.
Jack will remember this meme. That was a great throw.
I
Mr.
remember
Ben
this meme.
Roethlisberger.
Yes, I remember this meme. I see it on your screen. What is that? Best division in football? That's a glorious
That's
meme.
great.
The Browns helmet.
Still
Cincinnati
Bengals.
All right.
Iconic. And of course, we're like
Absolutely.
1-6 since that meme.
It's
I need
not
to redo
funny.
that. I need to redo the poorly drawn logos.
It's really
That
not,
was me
It's
who
really
did
not
that.
funny. But
That's fair.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
if it was any better quality, I would send it to like you said to be posted. But
Yeah, you can post it. I think it's fun.
I'll send it in the Slack and whatever it's called, whatever we have, workplace.
Yeah.
Move.
Yeah, that's what we use.
All right. Chris B. Turn it up, Boswell. We have trimmed the lead. Did he make the kick? Oh, wow. My app updated before the game updated. Okay. Thank you, Chris. We are within 3 points. I'm going to win this fantasy league.
They make a field goal. I lost my stream somehow.
Yes,
Yeah,
they did
yes,
make the
okay.
field goal.
Excellent.
All right. We are vibing.
13-0.
We are vibing. Like I said, this game was not going to be fun.
We were prepared for it. We were. I think
This game
we're
is-
gonna have, assuming we are able to do Ravens or Raiders Chargers. I think that was going to be a much better game than this. But
Yeah.
I don't know. Football is such a weird sport. Any game can go really in any direction.
I don't think
Yeah, heck, we
many
did the
people-
Georgia Michigan one, and Georgia got curb stomped, or Michigan got curb stomped.
much to my chagrin, yes, that happened.
Yeah, it was a sad day. It was a sad day. Tragic. Go blue. But
Yeah.
that was bad. That was bad. At least I got thousands of uSTADIUM points because people on the app are morons and picked Michigan to cover. So hey, could be worse. And I need to update the score. I'm really not going to score today. Like,
You know what? I'm gonna make it a take.
oh yeah, you can make a take. Here we go. The take is: will Splash jump off a bridge and fulfill his parlay?
I'm gonna go Browns finish with 10 points or less. That's my take.
I have a question. It's a weird one, but I was thinking about it the other day with like how the lottery works. If you were in a Russian roulette scenario, right,
Mhm.
and you had a 1 in 6 chance of dying, how much money would you need to be paid to play that game?
$10 million.
Yeah, I think I'm a jack there.
I'm not even exaggerating too. Like like maybe more honestly. I like if my life was on the line. It's like
Yeah,
that's
you
like
have a
asking me.
17% chance of dying.
That's like asking me if I wanted to be in Squid Game, but telling me in advance that I'm gonna die if I lose.
That's different. Have both of you seen Squid Game?
Yeah.
I know enough
Okay.
about it. You know,
Okay.
it's just like
we
if
should have
I
a
know that
you
there's
reviews.
huh?
We should have a you reviews like TV shows and movies.
Yeah.
It's just like if I have a possibility of dying, I probably will need to be paid like exponentially to even try to be convinced to do it. Because
Yeah, I think I'm with Jack.
okay, we're gonna have this expire in at 7:30 Pacific. So go quick.
The Browns score fewer than 10.
Browns finish game with 10 points or less.
Okay, I'll get it. I'll push it out. Ben and Baker are committing war crimes for making us watch this.
It's fitting. It's a fitting end to the Steelers, to Ben's career in Pittsburgh. Oh man.
Yeah, Lewis Riddick did bring up a good point there. Here, it is still, as it feels like it's over, but at the end of the day, it is still
just a two-score game.
2-score game, 2 touchdowns. Cleveland's right back in it, so
Yeah,
we'll see. Still have another whole quarter to go. Most of the third and all of the fourth, so we got time.
I'll just. Should I push to NFL? Let's do that. Because
everybody's watching the game. So.
I'm feeling boisterous today.
yeah.
And I just banned myself.
I think that. Hold on. I got you.
Whoa, brother! Did you?
What happened?
Okay, you're gonna. Oh my goodness! You thought Nick Chubb, or you thought Najee Harris had a nice. Oh my goodness! This man's lunch money.
To redo the stiff arm meme.
Did you actually ban? Because I can't unban you. I don't know how to. I don't know how to fix
I think
that.
I should be okay.
Okay.
Yes, Rickenstein Inc.
Oh,
You are correct.
Nick
Well,
Chubb.
I'm still behind here. Shoot.
You're gonna scream. You are going to scream.
Oh, I'm glued.
Tixa says 100K.
What?
That seems a little low. That's
stiff arm.
Oh,
That
did Tixa say that Johnson will have at least 7 catches?
TJ Watt just did it again.
I'm like, this is the process of a social post here.
I'm trying to do it without like sounding like a snitch. My phone's blowing up now.
Oh,
Someone join your take. Everybody's jumping in.
Unban user.
I'm jumping in.
Baker gets absolutely nothing on 3rd down and 7.
How do you join the take? You have to like find it, or can you just get it?
If you tap it, I think it takes you to. And no.
All right, I am gonna agree with your take. I'm on a slump lately. Terribly. I think I've lost like.
Oh, McLeod. Steelers fans told me Ray McLeod should have been the Pro Bowler. They really told me that.
Sounds like something bad just happened. He's having a decent game today before whatever happened just happened.
One of you said that Deontay would have 7 catches. Right? Is that Henry?
Oh,
no,
buddy.
I did not. I think I might have been Javi.
Okay. It's not appearing. That's weird.
All right, we have an updated version of this, and I love it. And
Okay.
let me see if I can share this tab.
Meme night with uSTADIUM.
Meme night with uSTADIUM. All right, how do I like? That's StreamYard. Wait. Chrome tab. Workplace. Yes, did it. I found a better picture.
Eh. I mean, you're not wrong.
Yeah. All right. Thank you for coming to Meme Night with uSTADIUM.
Solid.
Okay. All right. Let's see if they post that. I doubt it.
Okay, so fun game, right, boys?
I want it to be better. I really do.
I feel you there. Well, we can talk about some of these takes. So first off, we have Jack's take of the Browns finish the game with 10 or fewer points. That one closes ASAP, so make sure you get in on that one.
Yeah, 5 minutes.
Stadium Fantasy says Ben Roethlisberger will throw for over 275 yards. At the pace he's going, it'll take him 1 million attempts. Tixa, friend of the show, says Diamondbacks will not finish last in the National League West this season. Could be a spicy one.
That could be an interesting
God
one.
Alex says Washington's new name will not be Red Wolves or Wolves.
No, I don't
Hack
think so
16
either.
says the Steelers will trade for Kirk Cousins.
We should probably wait on some of these for tomorrow.
Well, okay. In fairness, the first two were for Monday night,
This is true.
and so you're right.
To be fair, we don't have to give our full opinions on these yet until tomorrow when we bring out.
Just make sure you join them.
Yeah, join the takes, and then we'll let you know what we think.
Okay. Join takes, make new takes.
Yeah,
If
keep
you
going.
were-
Feel free to make your own.
Yeah, if you are watching and you tag me on the app, I will try to get you like 500 points so you can make some takes on my dollar. It's like a free bet.
If you guys will have me on tomorrow, I got a big take about how the Steelers are going to perceive their quarterback situation.
If it involves Aaron Rodgers or
It
Russell
does not
Wilson, I will
involve
get.
Aaron Rodgers. It does not involve Russell Wilson. It's actually rational.
Does it involve Kirk Cousins?
It does not involve Kirk Cousins either. It does
Deshaun
not
Watson?
involve an active quarterback.
Matt Corral?
We'll see.
Kenny Pickett?
I can't give too much away.
Henry Freeman?
Is it your Madden player?
Yeah, I've seen enough. It's fine. I have to intervene.
Najee, I need all of the yards, buddy.
Actually, I think they might convert Najee Harris to a quarterback. That's what I'm thinking.
That might not be a bad idea. We can see, the Ravens won the division twice with a running back, so.
Yeah.
All right. I am trailing by 1.82
Wow,
points.
that's doable. Just 18 more yards from Najee, or
Yeah. 2 catches for Deontay, 8 catches for 31 yards.
You know what's funny? The Steelers have only 4 less rushing yards than they do passing yards. They've thrown the ball 41 times.
I've never seen anything like this. Oh, boy. This has been one of the worst games I've ever seen in my life.
Did we just
This
have
is
another turnover?
not good.
Sounds like we just had another turnover.
And just a sack down to the 1.
Okay. Down to the 1.
Yes.
Oops.
He's already standing at like the 7, I think that was, and he just. Wow.
Okay, in fairness, we haven't really talked about this game much, but in fairness, the Browns defense is playing very.
Yeah.
Very what?
The Browns defense is playing very well today.
The Browns
So
defense is playing.
mad respect to the Browns defense.
Did they just safety him?
Almost.
That's
Oh.
no.
I don't know how they didn't block the punt. It's a high snap.
I mean, he's taking it from the back of the end zone. That should have been blocked.
And Watman, he sold the bag there. He should have.
Oh, his
he
knee
should
is
act like
just
he
down.
died.
Oh, that's so close.
Like he should acted like he died because that would have been the easiest roughing the punter ever.
I know I just put a take out there for that they would score 10 points. The Browns would score 10 points or less, but I kind of want to see them do something here,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
just for the sake of the game.
Mhm.
Score points.
Yeah, even
be
if it's
fine.
like 13-10, then we win.
Yeah. My take still hits, so I'll take it.
Yes. And then all I have to do is jump off a bridge and hit my parlay hits.
You could film. You could do like bungee jumping off a bridge, and I'll count
You're
that.
not wrong. Or I could make like a Lego bridge
A bl-
and like stand, I don't know, like 3 inches off the ground.
Hmm.
Although if I did that, then I'd probably like, you know how
I think
Lego
we'd
like
get
slides on the floor?
demonetized.
yes.
Good point. Like just like 3 inches off the ground and like jump, and then like the Lego slides out from underneath me and go whack.
Oh, like the Charlie Brown football, but with Legos.
Yes, but the other way. Instead of falling on my behind, I would fall on my face.
That would not be fun.
If we played real life, and okay, we've descended into this. If the uSTADIUM team had a football team, where would we all play position
Oh
wise?
God.
I'm a long snapper.
Henry goes right for the long snap. He goes for the easy one.
I'll play right tackle. I'll play right tackle.
I always
You'll play
envision
right tackle?
myself. My pro comp is Darren Sproles.
You know what?
My pro comp is Tyree Phillips.
Oh, I always thought it was Tyre.
Hey, trading
Yeah,
card
Tyree.
fans, Fanatics
Tyree.
just bought Tops.
Ah, yes.
That's gonna be huge.
Good job,
Oh my
baseball.
God, they're monopolizing the industry, like
They
the
are,
sports
yeah,
merchandise,
yeah.
really quickly.
They are. Anyway, you know what? I will take the challenge of playing QB. I'll do it. I'm too skinny, but
Oh, and Frankie can play the defensive line because he played defensive line in
Yeah.
college. Nick can play.
I feel like Chris is a mean linebacker.
Ooh, I like that. Chris, if
I
you're
need
still
to, like,
watching, let
make-
us know where you would want to play.
I
Yeah.
need to like make everybody on Madden. I should do that. Like,
We put
Well-
us all
well-
as like quarterbacks and like put us in a draft.
Put Javi in the slot.
no, like I mean, like put us all on the same team.
Ah,
Yeah.
okay, that could be fun.
We'll all play for the Jets. Why not?
Yeah, that'd probably be an upgrade.
Me playing at QB over.
Yeah,
Zach
thanks.
Wilson.
There you
Let's
go, Nene. There you go.
I'm gonna do that actually. I'll message the chat after this.
Ferrari. So if Nick really likes Quentin Nelson, so let's throw Nick in at left guard. Ferrari can be left tackle. All we need is a center. And then we got the Teeks is going to play safety.
Oh, there goes DPJ.
Donovan Peoples-Jones. 61 yards today, 23 after the catch. Austin, you're correct. See, I really like Cesar Ruiz. Like I wanted him in the on the Ravens, and now he's like cheeks.
If it was on Nickelodeon, then I would probably be paying more attention to it. I think Hulu finally has Nickelodeon, so I can actually watch the Nickelodeon game this year.
Does Hulu have live sports?
Apparently it doesn't because we're 7 seconds behind, but
It's better than the
Close enough.
ESPN.com stream.
you know who would know that is Baker Mayfield. You can ask
Mm.
him. He's the one that's in
Saquon.
the commercial
Yeah.
all the time.
Fake
Yes,
Baker
Saquon.
Mayfield does. I've told you guys about my conspiracy theories, right?
Yes,
Hulu's
you showed me Conspo, your conspiracy.
Yeah,
theory snake.
Conspo. Yeah. Do you know Conspo there, Henry?
I don't think I do.
Okay, well, I guess you didn't watch it.
He just brought out
Yeah, I
a
just
stuffed
like,
snake.
yeah.
Talking about his conspiracy theory. He named it Conspo.
And Nene is going off in the chat about the blocking unit of the Saints. It was really sad because they have an awesome offensive
Chubb?
line.
Oh, he's not going to make it.
All right, third
Oh,
and
he
goal
better.
here, boys. This to me is 4-down territory,
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah,
and
absolutely.
I would run the ball here.
Jack, how long did you say the Hulu delays?
I don't actually know.
Joe
how
Hayden.
long
Oh
it
my
is.
goodness.
It's more. I was
Oh
kind
my
of joking when I
goodness.
said 7 seconds. I think it's actually more.
Well, 7 seconds. That's more delay than the completions Baker Mayfield has today.
Whew. Joe Hayden, what are you doing, big dog?
All right, 6.
You tried, Henry.
I tried. I tried.
Lofts it up. Oh, he caught it.
He's got 7. We got a delay.
He caught it.
I'm
mean,
still
we'll
delayed. I'm
see.
still on 3rd and goal. I mean, I don't know what's going on.
How do you pronounce that name? David Njoku.
Njoku.
That
Oh,
was
wow.
a
That's a nice
filthy
catch.
grab.
Yeah, what a catch.
That was
Yeah.
actually a really nice
There
catch.
you go.
Finally,
Splits the
something happened in this game.
sticks.
Baker Mayfield, 7 of 19. 107 yards,
My
touchdown
mic is
pick,
doing that.
4
Wow,
sacks.
we only have 16 minutes left to go in the game. This one's flying by, and the
Yeah.
Browns have a pulse.
Oh wait, I have school tomorrow. No, I don't have school tomorrow. Right. Oh, that's why I'm here. I usually never do because I have to go to bed early for school, but I have COVID. Yes.
You could hop on tomorrow if you wanted to.
I think I will.
Oh man,
We are more than welcome to having you back on there.
Yeah.
So we'll make it happen.
Oh, and
Uh,
I'm doing something special for the show tomorrow.
He is. I don't know what it is. My guess is that he's shaving.
Oh, that'd be such an exciting day.
Yeah, I have to
I
wake
don't
up
know
at
what
11
I don't know
for
what
it.
he's got planned. I'm a little scared. I'm gonna be honest.
I might have a guest on. There's a lot of things.
A guest.
Is it an animal?
No,
Okay.
it would be a human.
I perked my up. I thought you were like bringing a dog on. Like you got a pet or something. That'd be cool.
Oh, no, I'm bringing on Conspo again.
Why is my mic doing this? What the fuck?
I'm really debating making the same meme I made earlier twice.
Doing it
With
again. Do it with
Nick Chubb?
Nick
With
Chubb.
Nick Chubb.
Do
Yes,
like a
I would.
different meme.
I gotta think then if I'm doing a different meme.
Okay, so 56 seconds to go in the third quarter. Steelers lead 13-7. This has been a really boring game, but
Got it. I got it.
we enter the fourth quarter.
We
in a
got. We
one-
did.
kind
we
of
will
a-
likely
it's a
enter the
one-score
fourth quarter in a
game.
one-score game.
It's a
like-
boring game, but it's a game.
Yeah.
It's more a game now than it was earlier on.
Yes.
So we'll see what goes on here. And
Wow.
as I try to
If the Steelers win
fix my
tonight,
headset.
Ben will tie Brett Favre for the third most wins at a location. Surprised Brady doesn't have more wins at MetLife Stadium.
Okay, breathing into my mic seemed to fix it. So if I breathe deeply
Okay.
into the mic again, that's why.
Hot take, stats like that are stupid because sometimes your team changes venues halfway through, so you might not beat that
Just
record.
say at home.
Yeah.
But then you get
All right.
then you get like Brady counting at Ray J
Yeah, that's true.
or Peyton counting at. Well, with Peyton, you'd count RCA Dome, not Mile High, Lucas Oil, and Mile High.
It's yeah, you're right. It is kind of stupid because it's team has changed locations
Yeah.
sometimes.
Well, none of these teams happen to, but oh my goodness, this chair is not conducive to sitting for 2.5 hours.
You have like you got Jared Goff. He played 4 seasons at the Coliseum, pretty much, and then or technically 5 because it was a rookie year.
You guys ready
Jared.
for my comedic
And then-
genius?
Yeah, meme night with uSTADIUM. Okay.
Thank you.
Next time you talk to Frankie, you need to pitch a uSTADIUM memes account.
Oh God.
I mean, I'm sure we could do better than NFL memes.
Maybe.
I mean, I'm not a memer. I mean, I just make bad jokes. There's a difference.
Could do uSTADIUM bad memes.
Stop. I'm in. Yeah, that could be fun. That could work.
You could do Gandalf, and yet you shall not pass with Ben Roethlisberger stats.
Yeah. There you go.
Myles Garrett was about to kill Ben Roethlisberger there.
Oh, I got tipped.
All right, fantasy update. Here we go. We are down by 1.38 points.
Not bad.
Big Ben is 9 of 11 for 56 yards on third down. So I just need a couple yards from Najee or Deontay or another field goal from Boswell.
I mean, 24 of 42. with
I can't believe the Titans are the 1 seed. Respectfully.
That's a little weird.
they
But they've
lost to the
won, like-
Jets.
Well, so did the Bengals.
Yeah, but the Bengals are good. The Titans aren't.
Well, by record, the Titans are the best team in the AFC.
Well, do the Titans have Jamar Chase? I don't think so.
They have AJ Brown and Julio
Oh, right,
Jones.
he's back. That's why.
And Derrick Henry is.
Julio Jones.
Yes.
Wait, did I just disrespect? Wait, I'm so confused. I mixed up. Tell me how I mixed up Julio Jones with Nick Westbrook-Ikine. I don't know how that just happened. Like, my brain took the head, placed it on the face of Nick Westbrook-Ikine. It's Julio Jones.
Okay, I need to
I don't know
look
if I
and
can
see if
lift
this
that one
league is
down.
for money. Because I think it might be. Let me go to my Venmo and see if I paid Jabari for it.
Ben, buddy, what was that?
Take it, he's 9
isn't
of
working
12
out.
on third down. So.
It was a 3rd down and 9, and he just underthrew it to a wide open guy.
Oh my goodness, that was not
That
good.
was a horrible throw.
That was not great.
No.
I'm
it's-
trying to be
it's
loud
not
so that my mic goes back to normal, because every time I get loud, it seems to fix itself. So it's not working. It
I'll
was
have to,
fixed, and now
darn,
it's
I have to write an
broken again.
article tonight.
There we go. I'm like blowing people's ears.
Okay, I'm down 1.38 points. I just need a catch and 4 yards.
I'm gonna
from
sit
Deontay
further.
Johnson.
I'm gonna sit further from the mic.
Or honestly, a catch and 4 yards from Najee Harris. Or 14 yards from Najee Harris. Or Boswell field goal. Or a 75-yard touchdown after the Browns score here. Or a pick 6, and then they go for 2. And they hand it off to Najee and he scores. What did Teeksa miss? Well,
We
good
had a
question.
nice. Did you see? Was he here for the? Oh, that's a sack. Was he here for the fingertip catch
I
that
think
Njoku
so.
had?
Yes.
I think that's kind of it. Honestly, I don't really think he missed too much.
Yeah,
I
he
made
missed
a bad
that.
meme.
Yeah, Baker or Ben had a 3 and out. Ben got whacked by Garrett.
Oh my goodness, Baker. You can't escape from that. That's gotta hurt.
And he
Underthrow
threw the
by,
football.
by.
We should.
Ben
Do you guys
Roethlisberger.
know DJ Steve Porter?
I think I've heard of him.
He does like when ESPN would have like raps.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
the NFL, yeah, the NFL draft rap. Yeah, we should do those.
You want me rapping?
Yeah. Hey, look, I said it's was it? It wasn't. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. What was it, Jack?
What was what?
The song that I did earlier.
It's not, I stoop to a lot of lows.
What did you
I'll never be
sing? It was
rapping.
something about Baker Mayfield. Santa Claus is coming to town.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Wait, are you guys dog people or cat people?
Oh no,
Cat.
no, it was here comes TJ Watt. Here comes TJ Watt sacking your QB or something like that.
Splash. Give us some bars. Okay, I'm gonna look up. We did a roast night one day in the AFC North group chat pod. Also, I need to talk to Henry about
I'm listening.
getting the AFC North group chat like actually potted up.
Yeah, sure, let's do it.
I can see, I'm gonna see if I can add you to the group. I would imagine you're on Instagram, and I can talk with the guys.
Yeah, for
So,
sure.
was it Jabbar? Or was it Deontay? Okay, I can't find it, but it was so darn funny because I put it in an auto tune generator, and I was like, it's hilarious. I forget exactly what I said, but it was comical. It was comical.
I can't wait to hear this.
I'm just thinking, I've made songs up for my dog.
Splash, the score. I just realized.
Here we go.
We get Saturday games on ESPN. I don't know.
So I am 1.3 points away from winning my second fantasy league of 2021.
Excellent. Mazel tov.
What do you need to happen?
1.3 points from
Yeah, but what do you
Najee.
need? Like, from Najee?
Yeah, 1.3 points from Najee plus Deontay plus Boswell.
So pretty much just Boswell makes another kick.
Yeah.
I'm so like disoriented, not only because I don't have to go to school, but we also had a snow day today. There was not one.
Oh,
foot
there goes
on the
Austin
ground.
Hooper. Yeah, I was disoriented last week, honestly. And I'm honestly a little bit disoriented this week because this week I had to go back to everything.
Yeah, I
Actually,
start,
pace
I think the
where I said
12th. Ooh, I got snow today up in here in Falls Church.
I mean, school like normally wouldn't really be much of an issue for me. It's just like hard. It's just like today was kind of that get back to the grind day. So it's like
Teeksa won the 32 team league. Did I tell you guys about the 32 team league?
no.
I was in a 32 team fantasy football league. And I drafted Russell Wilson.
Oh, ouch.
So I had suicidal thoughts for 3 months.
Jeez.
My backup quarterback in my 32-team league was Cam Newton, which was great because Justin Herbert's bye week happened, and then the next week Cam Newton got signed. So I missed out.
That's unfortunate.
Very sad.
Because I was lucky enough to grab Geno Smith, and my entire team had the same week 9 bye, so it didn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like I was just going to punt week 9 anyways.
Right.
So, all right, 2nd and 20 here for Baker touchdown maker. And I want to point it out. It's game-winning drive season. So if the Browns have an opportunity for a game-winning drive right here, right now, Baker touchdown maker, what you doing, Bucko? Trying to throw an interception. Color me shocked.
Ill-advised, I would say, in a situation like this.
3rd and 20 is a rough down here, but if you're Cleveland, maybe you call a conservative play and punt back to Pittsburgh because Pittsburgh really hasn't been able to move the ball today.
Yeah, no, they really haven't. I mean, that's the most positive indicators. The fact that Big Ben's thrown the ball 43 times and he has 123 yards.
Yes.
I'm still not, I don't care how many times it goes up. I'm not going to get over that.
No.
I mean,
Look at these shirtless guys. Remember the shirtless guys in Green Bay yesterday?
Yeah.
That was fun. I think one of your fans, Splash, actually had a sign telling the Rams to go back to St. Louis or something.
Ah. I'm not shocked.
I don't
You could
know,
go back to
like-
Cleveland.
We could go back to. I don't know what it said. It said send the Rams back to something. I don't know what it said though.
Because you guys have been Rams or
We started out in Cleveland and then we went to LA and then St. Louis and then back to LA. And
Really,
based on your-
Colquitt? Really?
What does Colquitt do here? I can't wait to see this.
but she fakes it. No, I don't think so.
What is that?
I could have punted that ball better, man.
That was the worst. That there is a legitimate chance that is the worst punt I have seen in my life.
Why do I bother
That
living?
was like he punted a volleyball. or a beach ball.
Dude, that's me in 6th grade showing off to my friends in gym class because I played travel soccer. And I'm like, oh, I can punt this football super far, guys. Watch.
I've never tried to punt a football before, but
It's
if I
actually
did,
pretty
that's probably
fun,
what I
but-
would do.
It's so hard to kick it straight.
Punting is an art form. It really is.
Yeah,
It
we,
is,
like,
we're-
it's
we have
a
a punting
lot-
pod coming.
Apparently, we have a punting penalty, but yeah, it like seriously is no joke. Like it's hard to pull it off and do it straight, and
We do
you
have a
mess
record.
up, and that happens.
Yeah,
do have a
Dustin
record watch.
Colquitt's painting with
a record?
chalk.
Yeah, we have a record watch. TJ Watt is within 2 sacks of the all-time record.
Right, well, he beat Robert Quinn.
Yeah, he's above Quinn right now.
Oh, wait. Didn't Quinn just break?
Well,
Quinn
yeah,
has
Quinn
19.
just took the lead, but Watt's up to 20.5 because he has 2 today.
Oh, my goodness.
Or yeah, Quinn's at 18.
Shout
Watt's
out
up
to Robert Quinn though, the former Ram Robert Quinn.
I mean, they
He
just
is killing it.
murdered the record. That's 2.5 sacks over, right?
Oh no, the record's 22.5.
Oh, wait. Then what's 18?
That's the current. What it is right now, or what the
He
guy who has
currently
the most right
has-
now. Yeah, the most sacks in a season is currently 22.5. Unofficially, it's 23 by Al
There's Mark
Baker.
Gastineau. Oh, no.
Yeah, Mark Gastineau set the original record.
Aaron
Jared
Donald
Allen-
had 20.5 in
Yes,
LA
he did.
in 2018.
Strahan had 22.5.
Wait, so with what record did Quinn break yesterday?
He broke the Bears record.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Daubers.
Oh, Bears.
Daubers.
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 You have no idea how many times I've wanted to like whenever the Bears like go ahead. I've always wanted to tweet "Da Bears take da lead" or something. I might have done it once or twice.
Hey,
but
Da Bears scored the first touchdown of 2022.
they did.
Come on, Najee. Come on. Ugh. Najee. 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 All right, let's
I
check
need
out
video
him.
of this punt.
It was putrid.
That was genuinely the worst punt I've ever seen.
Okay. We are down by 1 point. We're down by 0.3. 0.38. I need 4 yards. 4 yards. Imagine if like Najee fumbles.
So Colquitt, I don't know if you caught his foot hit the ground before it hit the ball.
Oh, that's not going to do it.
So,
How did like when he swung through?
like when he swung through, his toes dragged along the ground. That's what you want to do in hockey. Like when you shoot the puck.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the puck's already on the ground. To be fair, it's not like in the air, but like
Yeah.
his foot.
Yeah, you
Like
don't
his-
even like you don't have
his
to do that in
toes went like
soccer. You
this.
want to
No, you don't want to do that in soccer either.
you want
wanna-
to hit the ball first.
You want to hit the ball first.
There's sometimes in golf that you want to hit the sand first,
Right, yeah.
but we have taken the lead, boys.
You know,
They're
Richard.
saying he might have an injury too. I don't blame you. You're like swinging
torque.
all of you're
Yeah.
like basically kicking the ground there.
Yeah, you just
Man.
launched your leg a different
And it-
way than it's supposed to go.
and it hit the
Wow.
ground. Like
I was projected to finish 8th on draft day. I'm gonna win the league. Here's my team. Josh Allen, Jonathan Taylor, Najee Harris, Justin Jefferson, Deebo Samuel, Noah Fant, Deontay Johnson, Chargers defense, Chris Boswell, DeAndre Swift, Kenny Galladay, Jamar Chase, Alexander Madison, Joe Burrow, Tony Pollard, Godwin Igwabuke.
that same Chargers defense that pretty much let Travis Kelce walk all over them.
I don't remember if I started them against them.
We did a stream for that game.
Well, no, I don't remember if I started the defense in that game.
So this is interesting. Aaron Rodgers right now is on the Manning cast curse.
Mhm.
And he's on the
Uh-huh.
Manning cast.
Excellent.
And the Manning cast curse has been alive and well.
Yes.
Everybody who has appeared on that has lost the following week.
But
Excellent.
the game's not going to matter. So
I
he
mean,
should,
yes,
he should
the-
play and eliminate the curse.
That's true. I think he should. You know what curse I think we need to eliminate is the all blue uniform curse. The Rams.
Hey,
need
the,
to-
the Bengals murdered us, and they had never won in those black jerseys.
We're scheduled. Hey, the Seahawks, they were 4-0 in their action green before we beat them. But yeah, we're 0-4. Technically 0-6 if you count the preseason wearing all blue.
Good job.
Or that's this. Yeah, that's all time. So we need to break that curse because I love the all blue combo the Rams have. Oh, I almost said Juju. Chase Claypool almost caught that.
8. Oh my goodness. 3 catches for 17 yards.
Fix yourself headset, please. It was working until I screamed "oh" into the mic.
I find it really funny, the Pittsburgh rushing stats, because they have 137 yards. Najee Harris is 136 of them.
130.
136.
Did you win yet, Splash, by the way?
I'm up by
Oh.
fractions of. Hey, you found your ring light.
There's your ring lights. Or I guess more accurately, it found you.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh,
That's
actually,
just
I did
attractive.
start the Chargers defense. They had -1 points that week.
Okay.
Oh, Benny Snell had a carry.
That was the same week. Jamar Chase got me 1.3. I'm currently leading by 0.92 points. So I am
So
just a couple of yards, like a yard here on 3rd and 8, and I would be immune. Actually, Boswell field goal might be -2 if you
Yeah.
missed it. Well, he tried for Deontay. Now Deontay's hurt.
I miss seeing John Johnson on this team. I miss him on the Rams, obviously, too, but like John Johnson would be helping the Rams out right now.
All
Yeah.
right. Boswell.
I'll just say that because they brought it up on the show.
Oh.
So.
Deontay slipped. Hey, that's
Trying
gonna
to fix my mic.
be me jumping off the Lego bridge.
There we go.
All right. Boswell from 49. All right. If he makes it, I've clinched, essentially. If he misses, it's from 50. Okay. Right down the pipe. Boys, we have a 99% chance of victory.
What
We
did he
are up by
miss?
5.92.
Yeah, that's pretty victorious, I think.
50
Yeah.
yards. Yeah. Okay.
We are vibing. We would need a catastrophe. We would need
Yeah,
2
yeah.
fumbles and missed
And a
field
missed
goal
field goal, yeah.
and no extra yards.
The Rams trail by this much yesterday. I'm just saying.
Yeah, but at least the Browns don't have. But
No, the Browns offense.
oh my
is
God,
not
that's
as
poetic. You know what the Rams have? The Browns don't.
good. OBJ.
Yeah.
And you know what's ironic too? You know what else is funny about that is OBJ by doing that actually helped out the Browns, but then
Yeah.
the Browns ended up losing to whoever they lost to. I forget. Oh no, they didn't lose to be eliminated. I think just other results didn't go their way.
Right.
So I'm gonna make
Let the
that,
record
I
be
think-
known that I don't like either of you.
You
It's
know
okay,
what? We
Splash.
almost we beat Tom Brady for like 3.5 quarters. So
I can't
my
say-
confidence is an all-time high.
Listen, okay, you already had the 45-6 game against us. We just need to get
Hey,
even.
look, we needed that to make the playoffs. You were already in the playoffs.
Henry, your team beat us last year, so you know
I know.
I still got a little.
It was the one game that we were each rooting for the opposite. That we were both rooting for the Rams.
I wasn't rooting for the
One.
Jets.
Yeah, that's
You
what
said
I'm saying.
each rooting for the opposite. I wasn't rooting for the Jets.
I corrected myself.
Yeah, okay.
We both wanted the opposite
like-
scenario to happen. I mean,
Yeah, exactly. But
Yeah.
it's funny because it's like that's the one game where it's like, what am I trying to say? It's like we both are not like it's an outcome that both fan bases are pissed off about.
Yeah, there you go.
Because we lose,
Mm-hmm.
which is bad enough. Like losing to the Jets is at
Right,
any time
yeah.
is just terrible. And then, with no offense,
Man.
and then,
Wow.
and then you guys lose out on Trevor Lawrence.
Right, which is probably for the better. Yeah, I mean, it's a
He was with
situation.
Urban
but-
Meyer. I think you give it another year with Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah.
But bottom line, like that's not a scenario either of us wanted to know. We had to deal with that. We had to get memed on back and forth.
Yeah. That season was something else. I mean, I don't think I've ever so vigorously cheered for an opposing team as I have when Henry Ruggs blazed his way. Luckily, not 101 miles
It's a
an
shame
hour.
what happened to Henry Ruggs.
It is,
Mhm.
really. You know, the Jets have kind of...
Oh, I
No,
never
I-
told my Renegade story. I just realized. So, this was 2019. The Chargers and Steelers on Sunday Night Football. Splash, I'm sure you remember this because
Yeah, that was
Chargers
the game
were-
that the Chargers had their left tackle jumped 5 seconds early on a Mike Williams touchdown.
Yes. But the crowd, I'm sure you remember, was pretty much completely Steelers fans. Like this was at Dignity Health Sports Park in LA.
Yes.
Oh, they have a sack race going.
Yeah, that was a fun.
That's a fun... I
graphic.
love this. I
Um,
love their graphics.
So you have, if you imagine if we
That,
figure out how to make those.
holy cow.
Chubb just got rolled in the backfield. Anyway, so for whatever reason, the Chargers, the person in charge of the music at Dignity Health Sports Park decided we're gonna troll all of these Steeler fans by playing Renegade, and then right when it gets to the good part, we're gonna rickroll them. And but
it's
when
like-
the
Sorry.
go ahead.
I don't know what the song you're talking about is.
Oh,
It's
Renegade's
really-
the one they play at Pittsburgh.
Yes.
like the
so the
TikTok
Char-
song?
Huh?
Is it
Bum
the
bum
TikTok
bum
song?
bum ba-dum bum 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 ba-dum.
So like
I-
they were so like they decided that the Chargers
I would
were gonna,
play it, but I don't want to get copyright striked like the
They were
last
gonna-
time we did that.
they decided to play Renegade and then switch it into like they're never gonna give you up. They're gonna rickroll them.
Oh,
And what ended up happening was all the Steelers fans, like this is an entirely Steelers crowd waving the towels and all that stuff. And they hear Renegade and they get so loud that you can't even hear the music change to rickroll. So like you
That
tried
is the most
Chargers.
Chargers thing of all time.
It really is. It
Mhm.
really is. Like they just let the crowd go. So like the Steelers
Wow, they're
players were
they're gonna
surprised.
force
Like
them to go from third and a mile rather than fourth and half a mile.
Hmm.
3rd and 26, boys.
I would
Just
take
lob it up to Jamar Chase.
I would take it
Yeah.
honestly because
Just
this
throw
is
it to
if you're the
Odell.
Browns, you're
Oh,
pretty
wait.
much in go for it territory on 4th down. So you might as well just pin them back as far as possible.
so when it all shakes down, I have a question for you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Who messed up more in 2018? The Browns? Cardinals? Wait, who took Josh Rosen?
Cardinals.
Cardinals, yeah.
Or Sam Darnold, Jets?
Good job, Jedrick Wills. See, I don't think the Browns messed up because the Browns actually got something out of it.
Yes.
Mhm.
The Jets, I think,
I'm gonna say the
Jets really screwed it up because at least the Cardinals
screwed up too with Rosen. Like
but the
Rosen
Cardinals
has
only
never
had,
Rosen has never legitimately like been a starter in the NFL ever
Right.
since the Cardinals. And Sam Darnold, the Jets did not get really the value out of him that they wanted to, and now they're on the Zach Wilson.
they did
Zach
get a second
Wilson
round
could-
pick. I thought that was more than I thought they would get.
Yeah, that's true.
And it's working great. 'cause
But
that
at the end of the
second-round pick
day-
is like, I think it's 40 right now.
But at the end of the
So,
day, it doesn't really matter that much if you're the Cardinals because now you have Kyler Murray,
Mm-hmm.
and
And
he's
you also-
fantastic.
You also have the thing that Rosen was the 4th quarterback take, and the only one after was Lamar, right? And the only meaningful one after. Sorry, Mason Rudolph. Imagine if they drafted Mason Rudolph, number 9 overall.
God, that's like the Bears not taking Patrick Mahomes,
Or Deshaun Watson.
which is actually what happened.
yeah. I still don't
That would be a
understand.
good what if episode. What if the Bears took
Oh, yeah.
Patrick Mahomes?
Bears. Or Deshaun Watson.
Bears.
I think Mahomes is the scenario that gets talked about more. But
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
but
I don't understand why. I don't think you can ever draft a quarterback that
$100
college.
in my Cash App.
congrats.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
But yeah, I don't think you can draft a single quarterback from the state of North Carolina.
Teek said, pointing out that Connor McDavid did not have a godly game today. Well, no one ever does. Or every once in a while, you put up a couple stinkers, I guess you should say. I won't say he never has godly games, but
Oh, now we're at the point of the
that Winter
game.
That Winter Classic made me so angry.
It looked cold.
It was the coldest game in NHL history. It's the third
Really?
coldest sporting event of all time. That's what TNT said.
Who was colder?
It was like football games because
Ah.
you have to remember hockey like never plays outdoor. Like they play
Oh
like
yeah, you're
two
right.
or three games outdoors.
Ooh, those games in Lake Tahoe were awesome.
Those are fun, but those are
Mhm.
hot. Those are the Winter Classic was freezing.
Yeah,
-9 degrees. I think it got to -10 at one
well, that's
point.
the problem with playing in Minnesota.
Yeah, there was a lot of problems with playing in Minnesota.
Yeah, too.
Splash knows what I mean.
Yes.
We'll talk about it tomorrow. I did mention it in the newsletter, actually. I brought up the Winter Classic.
Speaking of stadium and arenas, what in the world is going on in FedEx Field?
Yeah, oh my god, FedEx Field is literally falling apart. So since the fans are all okay, since the fans are all like safe, nobody got seriously hurt, I can talk shit about the stadium safely. Let's see, we've had a sewage pipe leak at FedEx Field. We've had the smoke machine malfunction during the Washington football team's intro. We've had the benches. The Cowboys brought their own benches to the place because the heated benches failed. And now we've had the fans, like the guardrail falls over and all those fans just come falling down, almost crushing Jalen Hurts. I mean, I genuinely don't understand why people would pay money to go watch a game at FedEx Field this year.
I don't think I would.
The team sucks. Washington is not what they were last year.
Mhm.
I could use. Well, I mean, I guess I've already won, so it doesn't matter. But
Who is their
No.
Alex Smith, right?
it was
Who's
Alex
it?
Smith,
It was
Yeah.
Alex Smith. Now it's
Taylor.
Taylor Heineke, and it was Garrett Gilbert one week.
Yeah.
COVID times are weird. They're
Yeah.
getting all kinds of-
Well,
Thankfully, the Rams have not had to start. Oh, Claypool almost caught that.
everyone, the Steelers are about to clinch their
Oh, they're winning another winning season. Oh my
another
god.
500 or better season.
It's not a winning season yet because 8.
Well,
wins.
it'll be above. It'll be at or above 500.
7-1.
That's true. They can't go 8 and 9 this year.
So, congratulations, Steelers
In a-
fans.
in a
Mediocrity
season-
once again for you.
I can't believe this. In a season where you cannot go 8 and 8,
They went.
they go 8-1 and still
Yes.
keep that record alive.
Oh, they better lose next week.
They get the
I hope
worst
so.
possible. They get the worst possible record that you can get without getting a losing season in a season where 8 and 8 is now no longer a thing.
We forgot scissors were on the field in Washington.
Oh, that's true.
Oh yes.
That place is just
And also, Joe Burrow died there.
Mhm.
Alex
Smith
Smith.
died there. And Joe
You-
Theismann died there.
You
Rest in
go to
peace.
FedEx Field. You go to FedEx Field to watch an arena football match played outdoors. Like it's just
Pretty much.
the aesthetic is. There might be a chicken fight as a halftime entertainment. You know, just that's the vibe I'm getting from FedEx Field.
The Rams played there last year. That was when Alex Smith made his comeback because Jalen
Yeah.
Ramsey destroyed Kyle Allen, I think, was the QB in that game.
Ew.
Yeah, Ramsey just destroyed him. It was a helmet-to-helmet hit, and he got penalized for it, but he viciously destroyed him. And then Alex Smith comes back into the game. And then everybody gets a heart attack because there you go, Splash. Congrats. Because on like his fifth, like not even 5 plays into the game, maybe I forget how soon it was, but he comes into the game, and then Aaron Donald jumps on his back.
Yep.
Oh
And
yeah.
I'm like, please, for the love of God, I know you have to sack him. I get it, but don't do this to me, Aaron. It's like
Just
he full on just like jumped on his
Actually,
back.
I have a question for you guys.
Hopefully, I have an answer.
If Aaron Donald had in fact killed Alex Smith on that play, would Alex Smith have still won comeback player of the year?
Yes.
No.
Who would have won it over him?
I don't know. I don't remember the scene.
That's a good question. I don't know
Ben,
who else.
Ben, it would have been Ben.
Yeah, probably Ben. But
What year was that? 2020?
Last year, yeah.
I don't know. I guess Ben. Actually, yeah, the narrative's too driven. Although, I don't know. That's actually a tough one.
I think just by stepping onto the field again and playing for one snap that gave him the award.
Mm-hmm.
You like the way his leg was destroyed, and like I watched his TED talk on it, and like he showed images of his leg like after all the surgeries he got. I won't show them on here because they're disgusting.
Thank you. We would have been demonetized immediately.
Yeah,
we would have had the get the warning from YouTube.
Yeah, stuff like that.
Also, we're over the 3-hour mark. Congratulations, everyone.
But yeah, like the way his leg was, like the fact that he even stepped on a football field again, the fact that he's even walking again, it's like unbelievable. So
did he step on the field at FedEx?
Yes. At FedEx. There were some people that it was like a 500 crowd or something like that, or less. Like it was just player families that were there. But if it was full,
that's right. Forgot about it's like 500. That sounds a little low for a football game.
Yeah,
and
but it was
TJ
during
Watt.
a COVID season, so
yeah,
that's
at least you got to play.
The fact that he got to play again, though, bottom line,
that's 21 and a half for Watt.
So he needs 1 sack next week.
Addressing
yes, 1 sack
Teeks' comment over here about the Winter Classic. I'd like to point out that he did not directly put the puck in the net. He centered it, and it went in off a Blues player's skate.
Wow. He's really going to break the record next week at Baltimore.
Is Lamar gonna be back?
Or actually, no, he missed it by half an inch. He could have
broke
tied it
the tie
right there.
with Aaron Donald for most sacks in the NFL since 2017.
Is Lamar back next week?
Probably not. Wow.
Who the Jets play? The Jets play Buffalo. Guess the spread on that game.
Oh my God, Baker!
This
is ugly.
What happened? I'm so delayed.
Another sack.
Oh man.
I think my take's gonna hit. I'm pretty confident my take's gonna hit.
You think?
Oh, Baker.
Hey, I've been down 19-7 to the Steelers before. We scored a touchdown.
Think what is this? 4 sacks in the game for TJ?
Yes, he's up to 21.5.
So whoever tweeted that was wrong.
All right, I'm gonna make that take right now. I mean, everyone's gonna agree with it, but screw it. That's not takes at the Athletic.
Oh my goodness, my app broke.
Last year, we had that fantastic debate about whether or not TJ Watt or Aaron Donald should win Defensive Player of the Year. This year, I feel like the Rams' defensive pass rush has been sort of sharing all of the attention because you got Von Miller, you got Leonard Floyd, even Ashawn Robinson had a sack. But I feel like although Aaron Donald has still had a good year this year,
Ooh, wow.
give it to TJ. Just give it to TJ Watt.
That's so funny. The Joe Hayden just.
We got a lot of takes up.
Baker
Does Frankie
gives
realize we're doing
no
a
one.
live stream?
What did he say?
Hey, Splash, get that video and post it. I'm live. And so is Jack.
I mean, I'm
Oh,
tweeting
man.
the game highlights at least, but that's about all I can do while I'm trying to make it to the stream. So.
Okay, so while we're on the subject of TJ Watt, I think he's having, I don't want to say an overrated season, but I think he has had better seasons in the past, but this year he has such a ridiculous sack rate that people are like, oh, he's having this great. I don't think I think he was better in years past. He's
You gotta look at his
season,
pressures too.
but like pressure wise, and say I'm consistent about this. Last year, I wrote it in my articles when I put TJ Watt in my All-Pro team. He leads the NFL in pressures at the edge position. He has a great run defense grade. Both of those are true. This year, he is not at the same pressure rate that he had last year, but he has it feels like twice as many sacks. The issue is, I think people are going to say, if anything, this is a down year for Watt. He missed some time, and it's hard to explain because you're going to say, oh, he has 21 and a half sacks. How is that a down year? The pressure numbers are down. The run defense is down. But he got not necessarily lucky, but he had an extraordinary number of sacks compared to his pressures. And that is unsustainable moving forward. And before you say, you're just a dumb Ravens fan. Okay. What was your opinion of Max Crosby in 2019? What was it? Were you one calling him better than Nick Bosa? Because if you were, then you're the one being consistent. But if you thought Nick Bosa was better than Max Crosby, why are you changing your mind all of a sudden? Nice run, Baker. So
I just remembered we get to tier list the away uniforms. I don't know why I'm just thinking about that right now.
Man, I cannot believe these stat lines. They're so. Baker has completed 14 less passes, and he has more passing yardage than Ben Roethlisberger.
Solid. So if you're the Browns do need to score 2 touchdowns here. That's scary.
It's over.
You got to score a touchdown on this drive and then pull off an onside kick. I don't think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You do have
You're
3
gonna get
timeouts. You do have 3 timeouts.
They
Okay.
do.
That's
true.
9 sacks for the Steelers today.
Thing is, the Browns just straight up can't do anything with the football right now. So
No.
Yeah.
And this is the kind of game. This is why, because in context, this game means nothing for the Browns. But okay, congratulations, you have 9 sacks. But I don't know.
A bit ticker. I just realized.
Man, it sucks that for the Ravens to make the playoffs, we need everything the Steelers need, but to beat the Steelers.
There you go.
Oh. Can you tell I'm frustrated?
yes,
I knew what was going to happen today. I called it to a T. Go back to the 9-minute mark. I said this would be a boring game. Steelers would win. Might be a 1-score game. Wouldn't feel like a 1-score game. And here we are. It's a 12-point game. And the Browns might score again to cut it to 1 score.
This was not a good game. I did not have fun watching
I'm in
this.
so
We've
much
streamed better games.
frustration right now.
Dustin Colquitt's 342 punt yards are, I think they might be more than each team's total yardage combined. I have to do math.
And he hurt himself in this game.
Yeah. 190. Yep. Oh, no. I was wrong.
What were you looking up?
I was trying to see if Colquitt's punt yardage was a bit more than both the teams' total yardage combined.
Huh. Let me see who has the most punt yardage in his game this season.
It's probably the Jags punter. In that game. Or maybe Braden got hurt. Thomas Morstead, maybe? That'd be my guess.
Could be that. Could be Pat O'Donnell.
Yeah.
Most punt yardage in a game.
This is so demoralizing. Because Steelers fans are going to hype him up the entire offseason because they beat a bum Browns team and they beat a bum Ravens team. I can smell it now. All right, here we go. Punting yards in 2021. I want you to guess the player.
Okay, I'll close the list that I just opened.
Oh, that makes sense.
I'd like to say Thomas Morstead.
Thomas Morstead is nowhere near anything.
Okay. No, right. The Jets didn't have the ball in the Pats blowout.
Morstead is 56th, 60th. Yeah, 56th and 60th. This guy did it against the Ravens. That'll give you a hint.
So it's got to have been a slog.
Has the most. This is the most yardage in a game.
Yes, most punt yardage in a game this season.
Jack Fox.
Jack Fox is second. He had 464 punt yards against the Steelers.
Was it Colquitt?
No.
No. Okay.
It's a team that play. I don't know every punter's name, so. But it's a team that played Baltimore this year.
Yes.
What's the Lions punter's name?
Jack Fox. I just.
Oh, yes. Right. I thought it was on the Rams or something.
This guy went to.
No.
He's from Peachtree City, Georgia. That's where my mom grew up. He has negative fantasy points this season.
So I had a fake punt. Didn't go well.
Great throw, Baker. Any other guesses?
Yeah, I'm trying to come up with the guy's name.
Was it a non-divisional opponent?
Correct.
Okay, so that rules out 3 teams. That was a good 30 DPJ.
Is it Pat O'Donnell?
30. It is not Pat O'Donnell.
Not Pat O'Donnell.
I give up. I got nothing. I can't think of any punter's name right now. Wait, actually.
That is a great play by Browns legend Joe Hayden.
Was it Sam Cook?
It is not Sam Cook. Well, Sam Cook is our punter.
Oh, right.
Was it what's the Chargers punter's name? I don't think it was him, but what's...
Oh.
It was not him. And it is not Presley Harvin either, Tiksa.
What's the Dolphins punter name?
It is not Pilardi. It was the tied for the 55th most punting yards in a game.
Oh, wow. So it's a real slog.
Yeah. 491 of them.
Jeez.
Please do not score a touchdown and ruin my take with 1:25 left.
I forgot about that. That's a thing. Darn it.
Sam Martin,
Yes, Sam Martin is correct.
Ravens, Broncos, and me.
491.
I'm gonna
Okay,
check.
Steelers fans, for as much as you want to like throw out there that you've never had a below 500 record with Ben, twice Ben has had a below 500 record in a season, and your other backup quarterbacks bailed him out. That would be 2006. He went 7-8 as a starter. You won your other game, and that would be 2019. He went 0-2 as a starter. And the rest of the team went 8-6.
The pot on this take right now is 1,500. 5 people disagree.
Did I agree with you? I don't remember.
You did.
Actually.
One, I made it obviously, and then
7:30.
6, 7, 8, 9. So 10 total people.
Okay.
Agree.
Do you guys want to guess the most punt yardage in a game?
I don't think I'm ever gonna get it.
Is it a number or is it?
Yes, it's a number.
Oh, it's a number.
If you're within 25 yards.
It's like 1,600 or something. That's probably too high.
I mean, not that many.
That's 800 yards for punting.
Not quite that
Sure.
many.
I don't know punt yards. I don't know why I just said that. That
This
just
guy
said the first thing that
named
came to mind. It was
Leo
terrible.
Aragas had 709.
Oh my god.
His team won.
What?
He punted 16 times.
When was
His team
this?
won. This was Chargers
no.
at Raiders, 1998. The Raiders won 7-6. They
Who's-
punted
is that-
16 times and won.
Sutton
They
just
scored a
took PI.
68-yard touchdown with 1:38 to go in regulation.
My
Punted-
take
let me-
is
let
screwed
me
unless the
repeat that.
Browns come up huge.
16 times.
Yeah.
They got 3 interceptions from Ryan Leaf, 1 from Craig Willihan. I wish that's a interesting name.
My
It
take
is.
is finished. Cameron Sutton just took
Oh,
he took a DPI just now. So now the Browns are gonna have it on the goal line, 1st and goal.
Oh, wow. Someone, I think it was probably Frankie, just tweeted TJ Watt did them 14 games.
Please fumble. Yeah, he's wide open. I was a minute and 10 away from that take hitting. A minute and 10 away, and
I
I just
told you, I'm on such a slump. I've lost so
that was a
many points.
17-play, 76-yard drive.
what's my my number is not very high.
You
I don't
know,
know how to
Baker
view my
kind of
record.
evened out his line to the point where I can't tell which quarterback had a better game. Mayfield's 15-34 for 178 yards, 2 touchdowns and a pick. Bannon's 24-46 for 123 yards, a touchdown and a pick.
Oh, I think there's a way to view it. Here, let me see. Joined. Or no, completed.
And you can't even, if Watt breaks it next week, you can't even do the 17 game BS because he's missed 2.5 games.
Right.
Darn. Okay. Yeah. Let me see if I can get. How do you punt? And then Darren Bennett, the Chargers punter, punted 11 times himself. 16 punts for 709 yards.
Goodness.
The quarterbacks that started this game were Donald Hollis and Ryan Leaf.
Okay, I just want to point something out. The Cleveland Browns currently, it's a 5-point game, and they have 2 timeouts left. So
if they don't get the onside kick, they have a shot.
they have a shot. This game is not over yet. They have a shot.
Okay, yeah, they have a shot. They need a quick stop and then a miracle. So let's say you take 5 seconds off in each play. You'll have about 20 seconds, punt down to 15 or so.
Probably gonna need like a deep Hail Mary.
Yeah, that makes
But-
me really
Hey,
happy.
Baker does have the longest pass of the last 2 seasons.
Just give it to DPJ.
Yeah, throw it. He had completed a Hail Mary earlier in the
Mhm.
season, and he had that one play last year against the against the Ravens that he threw it about 70 yards on the fly. Najee fumble, maybe. That'd be cool.
Did they get it? No, they didn't.
They did not get the onside kick. Ooh, if you're the Steelers on 4th down, do you bring Boswell out to try
Yeah,
to make it 8, or
keeps-
do you punt and force them to go like 90 yards?
That's a good question.
.214 is a 1-score game.
That's true. Or do you go? Oh, I think I would go for it and end it. Try to end it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Lamar Jackson
If you
style.
try to end it with while you possess the ball, you try to end it.
Because then you either force them to go like 60 yards.
The thing is, what makes it tricky is you don't have 3 timeouts; you have 2, so you need to force.
Okay, here's the stat. This game had 38 drives. I'm going to read them off to you. I'm going to read the Raiders. Punt, interception, punt, 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 touchdown, end of game. And here are the Chargers. Punt, interception, punt, punt, field goal, punt, punt, end of half, punt, punt, interception, punt, punt, interception, field goal, punt, downs.
Wait, so what was the yardage like for the quarterbacks?
Bad.
Well,
Leaf
sure.
was 7 of 18 for 78 yards.
What game is this?
Chargers, Raiders, 1998. Craig
1998.
Willihan was 3 of 6 for 19 yards. Donald Hollis of the Raiders was 12 of 35 for 101. And Wade Wilson, yes, that Wade Wilson, was 1 for 7 with a 68-yard touchdown. 3rd and 2.
Just
Wade-
Najee up the middle.
Wade Wilson, Super Bowl winning quarterback, by the way, with the Dallas Cowboys, and one-time Pro Bowler.
Not Deadpool.
Not Deadpool. Guess what team he was a Pro Bowler with?
Not the Cowboys.
No, not the Cowboys.
I was about to randomly say the Chiefs.
Najee
I'll be
Harris is the selfish player confirmed because
What'd he
he
do?
scored a touchdown and gave a chance. It's a pretty low chance, but he gave the Browns a chance. He should have slid down and played. That is a selfish play right there. Najee cares about the stats. Confirmed. I am being satirical, but
If only you didn't win your league already.
I did win my. Let me see.
No,
how
I
many points
know.
ended
I
up
know.
with.
I'm
I know.
saying
Imagine
that
if my
would be great.
opponent had Najee and oh my goodness.
They're literally. I don't think there's a chance.
Well, I know, but I'm being satirical. Obviously, that doesn't really affect anything. But
You need to pray to the heavens at this point that they score and they have a 3-play drive and then they turn and then
they return the
convert
kickoff,
against-
get an onside kick, and throw a Hail Mary. Yes.
Yes.
Najee definitely has himself in fantasy. Can confirm he's up to 29.6. He clutched up. Deontay Johnson 17.1. Boswell has 17 in his own right.
All right, now DPJ is going to break this kick return here.
Yeah.
Come on, DPJ. Do what Brandon Powell did against the Vikings.
Pull a
That
Braxton
was a punt return.
Berrios.
Yeah, Braxton Berrios had the 101 yard.
Yeah. Oh, I had Najee Harris. Awesome. I forgot about that. I lost my league, but I have Najee Harris. I'll take it. Oh man, I lost my championship 412 to 346.
Wow.
He had T. Higgins and a lot of good people. Jonathan Taylor. Najee is selfish because what would have been a great medium moment that we could have posted is Ben taking the victory formation for the last time at Heinz Stadium.
That would have been a good
That
picture,
would have
yeah.
been true.
And now the Browns are going to have the football with no timeouts left.
Yeah.
I mean, you never know.
Hold up.
Mhm.
Did the Browns ever finish above the Steelers in the standings? I don't think they did.
Like in all
Ever.
time?
No, like with Ben. I think this will clinch 18 seasons that the Steelers finished ahead of the Browns.
Wait, but what about that playoff year?
Well, the playoffs don't count for Steelers fans. Remember that.
Ah.
And no ties. Wow.
He dropped that too at the end. Say what you want about Big Ben, but at the end of the day, that's a good ending for him
Yeah.
at home.
Wish he lost.
Yeah. I don't know. You guys wish he lost, but like still. If you've been a QB, you spent that long with one team, you definitely want to go out like that. I mean, Tom Brady obviously didn't, but I guess Big Ben did. All right.
Did Najee Harris just win and he won a fantasy championship? 9.7 points on that one. I was already clear, but cool.
Yeah.
So wild.
Yeah. Did I win my toilet bowl? Yes, I did. I beat the guy 155 to 51. It's the toilet bowl for a reason.
Yes.
Oh, I had Jamar Chase. That's why.
Ah, exciting.
Yeah, that would do it.
Oh, my Lord, Baker.
Did you just throw a pick?
Yes. And that's
on
going to
fourth
give
down
Ben,
and 3.
that's going to give Ben the kneel down.
There we go.
Ben will get his kneel down after all.
Oh, he's not making the Hall of Fame. Is he?
Who? Ben?
Yeah.
Yes.
That shouldn't have been
Aw.
picked. That honestly should not have been picked. That was an egregious drop by Hooper, and then
No, my take didn't hit.
this place is gonna. If there was a roof, it would have been blown off by now.
Yeah.
He gets his last play after all. Because Browns receivers can't catch.
Yeah. Is he crying? I can't tell on my small screen.
Probably. I'd be crying too if you were going to miss the playoffs during last season. Had to do
No
it.
remorse.
I swear. I swear if the Steelers make the playoffs this year.
I mean, you guys can still hold them back.
This is true. This is true.
And ticker goes up. Cool. 3 hours, 32 minutes, 26 seconds.
Najee was the leading rusher of Monday Night Football. Give me the points.
That take hits. Henry, that long take did not hit.
How did Ben Roethlisberger throw 46 times and only get 123 yards?
Catching was not a thing in this game.
Yeah, no.
Deontay Johnson had 15 targets. Bro, what is this? What are these stats?
Of this game?
Yeah, like I was saying that in the chat. Oh my goodness.
16 of 38.
This was bad. This was
and
very
24
bad.
of 46.
Man.
D'Ernest Johnson, I think that's who we're trying to fix. I'm not sure.
Yes.
Yeah, he had 113 yards. That's not bad. On 5 returns.
Could be better.
Take it. Average like 20-ish. Oh.
Wow. 342 punt yards today for Dustin Colquitt.
Does that include his foot?
You're not wrong.
I was trying to make a joke that sounded better in my head, but
Well, it depends on his shoe size.
True.
Could have
It's
been wearing
funny.
gigantic shoes.
Teams are 1-0 when their punter accumulates 600 punt yards.
All time?
Yes, all time.
Wow.
And then teams are 2-0 or 2-1 when their punter accumulates 560 punt yards. It would legitimately take Buffalo Wild Wings level. Well, I guess the Steelers do only need the Colts to lose to the Jags.
Yeah.
And then the Vegas game not to end in a tie. So they have a legitimate shot at the playoffs.
The Steelers?
Yeah.
They're not gonna make it.
Yeah,
I don't think you're overestimating.
They have to beat you guys though, right? Or does that
yes,
not
they have to
matter?
beat us. So the winner of that game, but they have an easier path. If they win at 1:00, they just need the Colts to lose. If we win, we need the Colts to lose and the Raiders to beat the Chargers.
Playoffs, man. It's crazy times.
Yeah.
Crazy times.
I mean, it's not a great shot they make the playoffs because they do have to beat us, and we care about the game, right? We're not the Browns.
It's
right?
a meaningful game for the
it's a meaningful
you guys
game
can
for
still
us.
make it in. You guys can still make it in, so you want to kind of. Can we just talk about how weird it is that week 17 is over and there is still football left to be played?
Yes.
This is such a weird year.
And I believe this is official. 18 seasons with Ben Roethlisberger, the Steelers never finished with a worse record than the Cleveland Browns.
That's incredible.
Never even tied.
Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous.
Mainly because the Browns were awful every single season, but that's
True.
the point. Well,
this is like we're just gonna kind of be staring at him the whole time walking off the field, and then he just disappears into the locker room like Tom Brady did, except he won the game. Tom Brady threw a pick 6 on his last play.
Yes.
I would feel a little weird, honestly, if I was Ben Roethlisberger in this moment, because
you can't come back from this. Like you can't if you go out and like play next season. But all of this is then you go Brett Favre. Like this is probably the end. Like he can say all he wants, but if he's doing all of this, there is a slim to none chance he comes back next season.
I know it's kind of unavoidable in today's day and age, but I would kind of want the moment a little bit more to myself. And this guy's just walking around here, and everywhere he goes, there's like 15 cameras on his ass. So it's like,
you're not wrong. You're not wrong. How do you feel about Steelers Ravens? I want to send Ben Roethlisberger home with a loss. Like I want to put his face in the dirt 1,000,000 times. I want Justin Houston to sack him 17 times. I want Owe to get a strip sack again. Like, what do you want me to say? But in terms of like, do I think the Ravens win the game? Depends if Lamar Jackson plays. If he does play, then we have a shot. If Tyler Huntley plays, then I have no idea. Whatever happens at that point. If Josh Johnson plays, I will be hanging from a bridge. Weird, you both have to cheer for the Jags. You are correct. I would like to point out for the 10th time, the Colts have not won in Jacksonville since 2014.
You have the Steelers at 8.5 wins. Well,
how much did you bet on that?
That's the
But-
real question.
And did you
here.
bet over or under? Because I would have picked the over. I remember we did our show and I believe I did the over on the Titans, the Steelers, and the Browns. Was it the Browns? Was it the Browns? I don't remember if I. Okay. Gotcha. I would absolutely kill for OA to break the sack record, but win the game because Derek Thomas did not win the game against Seattle.
Okay.
Dave Craig threw the game-winning touchdown.
Okay, let's get some stats. We'll wrap this one up. We got
Browns good, Steelers bad. Najee Harris lots of yards. Baker
yes,
Mayfield
pretty
not
much.
really.
Total yards: Browns had 231, Steelers had 299. Passing yards: Browns had 139, the Steelers had 109. Rushing yards: Browns had 92, Steelers had 190. Passing stats for the Steelers: Ben Roethlisberger, 24 for 46, 123 total yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Najee Harris, 28 carries, 188 yards, 1 touchdown.
Longest run of the season, by the way, on that last touchdown.
I won't go into the receiving stats too much because they sucked. Baker Mayfield, 16 for 38, 185 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Nick Chubb had 12 carries for 58 yards, no touchdowns. Baker Mayfield was the second leading rusher on the Browns. He had 2 carries, 16 yards. I don't really want to go into too much more of these stats because they are not great, but there you go.
How many punt yards did Dustin Colquitt have?
I don't think it says.
342.
That's the only stat that matters tonight.
That's
And
the
also
only
one
one
to
that
press
matters.
splash. Also, my parlay, Bengals money line, Steelers money line. Both of those were +3 at the time. I said money line. All I got to do is find a bridge to jump off of. So I will update you guys when I found a bridge. It might be a while. I'm trying to find a Lego bridge. And be like, or draw a picture of a bridge on a piece of paper. I might do that. That's a good idea.
Yeah, there you go.
All right. In the meantime, I think that might just do it here.
Yeah,
Also, I'm gonna have to do it on carpet so I don't in case the paper flies off from underneath my feet. I don't want the Newton's reactions to kill me.
Right.
So
Yeah.
Oh, it's past my bedtime.
Yes. It is past. I have to write an article, a power rankings article that should be in by 1 a.m. Okay.
All right.
Everyone, thank you guys for watching. Thank you, Henry, for joining. Thank you, Jack, as always, for joining. Okay.
It's a pleasure.
Oh, okay. Frankie. Jesus.
We were about to end, and then you got him going.
Okay. Frankie, first off, his name is John. Jim is the loser up in Ann Arbor with the Michigan Wolverines. And all of you idiots picked to beat Georgia. You're idiots for a reason. Jim, or you say John Harbaugh should be fired after this season. What he did to all Ravens fans. Do you realize what Ravens players did to all Ravens fans? What about this? What about this? I own 3 Ravens jerseys. 2 of them are former All-Pros. One of them averaged 6 yards per carry, was the number 1 running back last year in terms of yards per carry. Those players combined to play 24 of 48 games so far. And assuming Lamar Jackson does not suit up for week 18 against the Steelers, it will be 24 out of 51. That is under 50% on just 3 players. Sure, just 3 players. But who else did we miss? Marcus Peters, All-Pro corner. Oh, he missed the entire season with the torn ACL. Okay. Gus Edwards, who has a career rushing average of about 5.3 yards per carry over the last 3 seasons. Oh, missed the entire season with the torn ACL. Great. All-Pro left tackle. Oh, he missed 16 games. 16 games. You had to play Alejandro Villanueva, who every single Ravens fan on this planet said sucked or was brainwashed because he played 10, 12 years with the Steelers. And the Steelers somehow end up in these Pro Bowl spots that none of them deserve. I could have told you that last summer. Alejandro Villanueva did not deserve jack squat. Thank you for serving in our country's military. You're not a good left tackle. You did not deserve 2 Pro Bowls. The only Steeler that did deserve their stupid Pro Bowls was David Castro. Pouncey only deserves 2 out of the 8. Anyways, to put Frankie's take, honestly, it was asinine. Not asinine, as a 10, as 11, as 12, as a 13. It was so catastrophic. Look, Look, when people talk about analytics in sports, they only focus on one side or the other. If it works, oh, genius, genius. If those two plays had worked, you would be calling John Harbaugh. Nope, stop it, Frankie. If those two plays worked, John Harbaugh would be the god of the NFL. He would be better than Belichick. He would be better than Reed, better than Lambeau, better than Lombardi, better than Hallis, better than Tomlin, better than Chuck Noll, better than Landry, better than Don Shula. But you only care about it because he didn't convert. Oh, okay. Well, you take a 50-50. He lost 2 coin tosses, essentially. It's a little bit better than a coin toss. He lost 2 coin tosses in a row. He didn't give away jack squat. He put his team in a position to win the game right there. He put his team in a position to win right there. His team didn't execute. That's not on him. That's on the team. That's on Greg Roman. That's on Lamar Jackson. That's on Tyler Huntley. That's on Mark Andrews. That's on Greg Roman designing a play that TJ Watt is the unblocked defender, the best defensive player in the darn well besides Aaron Donald, the best defensive player in the league besides Aaron Donald.
Who trains with knives? Okay,
Yes, he does
He
train
trains
with
with knives.
I think we need to stop now.
He didn't
or
call the
this is
same
gonna-
play twice. He did not call the same play twice. He did not. The play against Pittsburgh was not a rollout. The play against Green Bay was a rollout. The play against Pittsburgh was essentially a run pass option. No,
I'm an
it's not an
enabler.
out route. The second play against Green Bay, I'm turning into John Madden here. The second play against was
We need to stop him now, or he's gonna go all day.
it was a
No, I
rollout
want
from a
this to
3-by-1. So we have I think we had 3 wide receivers on the backside, and Marquise Brown ended up cutting across. He was the wide open guy. If Tyler Huntley had half of a brain, we win that game, by the way. We win that game, by the way. If Tyler Huntley looks at Marquise Brown, we win that game. And you're not, or Aaron Rodgers leads a crazy comeback. So you're not talking about that. But Andrews is off out. Eric Stokes 1-on-1. That's very different from cutting across the formation. It's not sort of the same play, Frankie. Yes, it was a target towards Andrews, yes, but it's 2 fundamentally different plays. The first one I think was fine because if Lamar is 1% better or Andrews is 1% better or it's not freaking TJ Watt, you score and we beat the Steelers. There's 12 seconds left. They're probably not going to score. The Packers one is a little bit different. I totally disagreed with the call there, the play call there. The decision to go for it is totally fine. Frankie, please, in your infinite wisdom, name as many Ravens cornerbacks that were on the field at that point against Pittsburgh. Please name all of them.
Okay,
Name all of them.
you're gonna go all night long at this rate.
For what? The Ravens, you sent me the thing to post. The Ravens have the 3rd most missed games by players on their team. They have 298 missed games heading into week 17. So no Lamar Jackson this week, no Marlon Humphrey, no Marcus Peters. And the only other two teams are the Giants and the Titans. And the Titans, they're the number 1 seed. Yes, they were 7-2, and then everyone got hurt. But they still have their quarterback. They've had their quarterback every single week. They still have had their best defensive player their top 2 defensive players every single week. I mean, that would be nice. Anthony Averett is the one corner that was on the opening 53-man roster that played in both of those games.
I don't think I've ever heard of him.
He was supposed to be our number 4, number 5 corner.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, Marlon Humphrey. It was supposed to be Humphrey, Peters on the outside, Tavon Young in the slot, and Jimmy Smith as the 3rd string.
Oh, Frankie, I can't take any credit. That's all Jack.
Yeah, this is all Jack.
You made the thumbnail though, so
Yeah.
Look,
there you go.
I understand. He did play. He missed a couple games with the daughter, his birth of his daughter. But so I get what you're saying that he gave the games away. But if you think of it like that, I think you have the wrong mindset because you only care about what could go wrong. You're not looking at it as there's a 55% chance those plays work, right? It would be, people in sports judge the result too much sometimes over the idea of executing a play.
Right.
Because you essentially lost 2 coin tosses. And And if you say, well, that's not fair. Yes, it actually is totally fair. And I'm actually giving the Ravens less credit because they are one of the best teams on fourth down. They are historically very, very good on fourth down with Lamar Jackson. 4th and 1, 4th and 2. They're almost unstoppable on those plays. And before you say, well, the Bears beat Seattle with the same play, with the same idea of go for 2 in the last minute of the game, down 1. The Lions had the game won against the Vikings. Okay. Frankie.
You're going to go all night. You're going to go all night. We need to
please reach into your wallet, grab a quarter. If you land on the same thing twice in a row, you are John Harbaugh. Tell me, how long does it take you to flip a coin and land on the same thing 2 times in a row?
Isn't like a 1 in 4 shot?
There's a 50% chance you get the same result twice. Either it's double heads or it's either double heads then tails, tails then heads, or double tails. There's a 50% chance it either works twice or doesn't work twice. There's a 50% chance they're 1 and 1. So we happen to get screwed. It happens. He's doing it now.
Frankie's doing it.
He's helping out.
I'm on the edge of my seat.
He's gonna.
Oh man, this
if
is
you
so
do
funny.
it once, we need to wrap this up at some point.
Yeah, we do. We're approaching 4 hours. But look, if you want to bash Roman for the play calls, that's fair. But John Harbaugh put his team in the best situation to win
He's
those
totally
games.
lying, by the way. I don't see a coin.
I'm just saying.
People need fruit, Frankie.
You can bash him for a lot of things. You can bash him for the BS in Denver, trying to tie the record. You can bash him for that. You can bash him for what he said about the Bengals after the Bengals game. That's fine. I'm not going to dispute that. But if you want to bash him for putting his team in a position to win games, come on now. Like, man, I can't get behind that because people praise when it works. When week 2, Lamar Jackson 4th and 2 against the Chiefs, they go for it, they win the game. John Harbaugh received praise for that. That ended the game right there. Boom. End of the game. And then it doesn't work against the Steelers in a game the Ravens had no corners. And it didn't work against the Packers in a game you're playing against Aaron freaking Rodgers, the MVP of the league this year. I do want to throw it out there that the last 2 times the Ravens went into the last 3 times the Ravens went into overtime this year, 2 of them had really goofy interceptions. The other one, Lamar dunked on the Colts.
This stream has gone off the rails because me and Henry are just losing our minds at Frankie's comments. Okay, we're gonna wrap it up.
Ravens,
I gotta shut
baby.
it down.
Peace out,
Thank you guys for watching.
If you like the stream, subscribe to the channel. Roast Frankie on the app. Call him an idiot. Tag at Frankie.
Ring the Le'Veon bell.
Ring a ding ding the Le'Veon bell. Like the Tampa Bay Bucks. Antonio Brown is still technically a Buck, so yeah. See, John Harbaugh is not something you pull my chain about. I will live with like Lamar Jackson slander right now. I will. Okay. The one thing I will not live with was when he said that J.K. Dobbins and Gus Edwards were bad running backs. What? There's a Frankie injury curse. Week 8, he said his take was Jameis Winston will be benched by week 8. Week 8, he tore his ACL, done for the year. He said in the offseason that Gus Edwards and J.K. Dobbins weren't very good players. They would be out of the league in a few years. They both tore their ACL within a week of each other. Frankie, I'm coming to your house and I'm going to hit you in the leg with a baseball bat. And I'm furious. I paid like $60 for J.K. Dobbins jersey and he tears his freaking ACL.
There are 2 minutes.
And he got COVID the week after I got the darn jersey. Okay, I'm out.
Your jersey curse needs to affect Kaprizov. That's all I'm gonna say.
Frankie flipped. No, I can't. Frankie flipped the court again.
All right.
He got dancing.
Thanks for watching, guys.
Thank you guys for watching. We will see you tomorrow. Peace out, folks.